God bless the general, that's what I say. Good job the general's on Just Man Up, because honestly, there's no way I could be doing with 197 people in here. So glad he went live, mate. Yes, the gadgets are piling in now. They're absolutely flooding in now. He's Kelvin, fact notification. Big up yourself, brother. Just done an update on my tablet there. I thought, oh, last time I did an update, it just fucked everything up. But as long as you can hear, it was alright. Slim, what's happening, brother? Mr. Monk put a shift in, didn't he? Fucking hell. Just seen him pop in the chat there. Mr. Monk putting a big shift in today, like on the tube. Looks like a long night ahead on the generals, like going for the general look. Going for the general look tonight. Except he hasn't got a hat on. He can't get away with a flat cap like me, like. Oh, mate, Zeus as well's been in, Andy. Okay, yeah. Hopefully we'll get Jim on here, like, and he can come and vent his anger on here. We'll have a little chat with Jim if he's at his dinner. What's happening, Randy? Big up, Randy. Top shagger. Makes a change, PP on the panel as well, like, doesn't it? I wonder. Romeo's just come on there and flashed his bird. He just flashed his bird on camera there, and then you've got Peter in the same room. Oh, Peter, mate. Where's Peter's bird? It looks like a three-way there, like. Looks like a three-way there. Is that what he said? Is that what was said? I see. I did have it on, but I had it on the tape on the telly, but I was pottering about, and I seen everyone. Zeus obviously gets a lot of backup, doesn't he, in here? Everyone's got Zeus's back, and I don't think Baz was expecting that much backup for anyone. You're going on one of us, though. You're going on everyone. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get all the gadgets on YouTube after you. Big Baz just needs to have a fucking night off. Let's give it a rest for a bit, bro. I can't believe nobody's put in the chat yet. Where's your bird, Peter? Peter might be the cameraman. So what were they saying didn't happen, Randy? What was said that they didn't believe? That he doorstepped Shadow Boxer. We were all there, weren't we? It was on the live. I remember that. Jim was one of the first ones to out him, I think. I don't know if that Baz and that broadcaster are going to get accepted. Like, the thing is, he's got his own channel. The first time, right? So the first time that Baz popped up on my radar, right? first time I seen him was on Zara B and Babs. Zara B and Babs were doing a late night, one of them late night lives to do. It's Zara's channel, but Babs was sort of taking control. Zara was popping in and out, and it was like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was the night where they were goading Baz to get his nipples out at first. So he was loving it, you know. He had three females asking him to get his nipples out, you know what I mean? About his lady, and it went from there very quickly to get your knob out, which that is the infamous did he or didn't he get his knob out? That was the infamous night. I was watching it live. I'll be honest, you couldn't, you know, Baz when he has his light off and that. I know now he's doing lives with his camera on. Middle of days, he's showing his fucking outfit and his room and everything. But this was all dark, so you couldn't really see. You couldn't really see out. But to me, they were all goading him. They were all goading him, Babs and Zara B. Get your knob out, Baz. Come on. Well, that's the first time I'd ever come across that Baz. He's gone from that. That must have been only a month ago. That must have been about a month ago. It's gone from that to what he is now. Now he's got people typing his name at Facebook. Some fella just jumped on General's panel there. I don't think he's been on a panel before. Just saying, is this you, Baz? Is this you, Baz? What's going on, man? Yeah, I reckon Jim might jump on if he doesn't want a bit of the Generals, like. Yeah, Jim only spits facts on it, you know what I mean? You very rarely see Jim on a panel. He doesn't go on many panels unless he feels like he's got a point to make, you know what I mean? Because let's face it, it's all right typing in the chat and that, but when you really want to say something, you jump on the panel, don't you? And obviously Jim felt that strong about it that he's jumped in there. But if I was that Baz, you'd just get fucking fed up with it, wouldn't you? And just fuck off. You just accept what you're at. You know what I mean? I seen somebody say something about Phil's avatar again there tonight in the General's chat. I don't know who it was. At least he didn't say what it was, you know what I mean? But they're all getting a few they're all getting big numbers out of this story, like, and they're dragging it out now. Ooh, Kelvin on a panel. How would that pan out? Imagine that. How do you what's the word? How do you transfer onto a panel what Kelvin's like in the chat? You know what I mean? Let's face it. That Baz saying he's married, isn't he? He's married. He's spending the best part of like 12 hours on YouTube a day, mainly at night, middle of the night. It's not quiet, is he? Let's face it, Baz is not quiet. Baz is losing his rag and that. No, you've got. What's his wife and them doing? Kids as well, are he? And you've got that broadcaster as well. Like, what's he all about? It's worrying though, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it worrying, right? When like this sort of channel, like my channel, it has its moments. You know what I mean? It has its moments, and we know that if we want the shit, you can get the shit. But to say we only have good ones in this chat, and the other some of the other chats are all wrong. And like we've only got a handful of people in here. It doesn't bode well for YouTube. Where are you starting from, Kelvin? Like you starting from this corner here, this corner here. Start that corner like they're moving too fast. Wait a minute. It is, mate. It's all right for a day or two, like to have this, but it's just back and forth, isn't it, man? As soon as this live finishes, there'll be another live to react to this one. All these lives are doing are just making my lives look even more boring than they already are. It's not good, man. It's not good for Slimy to the Moon, is it? Did have a little bit of excitement with Slimy to the Moon. Yeah, Phil, the life went out with that one, like, didn't it? I thought it might have got a little bit of traction, that, but the life's gone out with that, thanks to Jim Smith. I was going to say, where's Jim Smith? He just popped up in General's chat there. You can usually tell when Jim's going to do a live. Usually just after I set mine up. Yeah, Phil's flying the flag for the Slabby. Slav got the bottom of it, but I did see Flavors pop up in Irish's chat this morning. Oh, he's actually caught one. He's actually caught alive. Usually comes in about 4 minutes from the end. Saying that, everyone usually comes in about 4 minutes from the end. Soon as I say I'm wrapping this up. Oh, he's big Baz. Soon as I say I'm wrapping this up, the numbers double. $30. Well, I'm not even going to ask what you're up to. Oh, new Beetlejuice film out in there. Who's in that new Beetlejuice film, mate? Beetlejuice. Right. Got 30 minutes of the Northern King. Bosh.
Can you hear me, eh?
Yeah, mate. My sound's all sorted now. I've got my Wi-Fi all sussed out, haven't I? Loving it.
Right, going up in the world.
I just moved my booster to the hallway. That's all I needed to do.
Oh, you boosted your booster?
Mate, I had the booster right in my bedroom where the black spot is, so it wasn't doing anything.
Oh,
I
right.
didn't realise that. I was talking to someone at work last week. They said, "Where have you got the booster thing?" I said, "In my bedroom." He said, "Where's the black spot?" I said, "In my bedroom." He said, "Well, that's no fucking good. Because all it does is a signal bounces off that." Oh, it's gone. The old sausage fingers. Calvin, see if the blue ones are any better, mate. Or the green? Is that green any better? Like, was
Ah,
that you?
yeah. I pressed the wrong button. Ah, yeah. You've got to have it. You've got to have it in the middle, didn't you?
Yeah, because I didn't realise how they work. The signal bounces off the main modem, bounces onto that thing, and that shoots a
Amplifies it,
signal out.
bounces the note. Aye, aye. Yeah.
So, as soon as my mate said it, I was like, fucking hell. I moved it in
Much
the
sense
hallway,
better.
mate, and I'm flying now.
So good.
What's
What you
happening
been up to
anyway?
then?
Are you going to this thing next week?
I didn't know. My sister's going away,
Uh,
so if I can get away, I probably will. Like, aye, are you going both days?
just the Saturday, I think.
I'll try and get up Saturday, like, definitely, definitely. Same way I'll find you and
Um,
now you look like
yeah, you can't mistake me, can you?
you'll be the one with the hat and the shitty fucking jokes and
Are you the one that's just been on? Did it get rained out? 'Cause it poured down, didn't it, on Sunday? I'd imagine it being awful if it rains there, mate.
yeah, I didn't know, mate. I didn't have I haven't really fucking done much, man. I'm stuck on my cars, like a lot of the time, like
He's how mate clipped YouTube in, King.
oh, didn't let him on the panel. I would show us to up like it's way too posh. He talks way too posh for us.
Oh, he's all right, like he loves you, man.
Aye,
He holds you in high regards, you know what I mean? He
that's
always
because
mentions you, man.
he's a good lad, man. Isn't
I said to
he's a
him, you
good
don't
lad,
really
man.
know the King then.
He's a dickhead, really.
What's been you been on any panels this weekend, or have you watched them?
I haven't really been on YouTube much, like. I haven't.
It's the big Baz takeover, isn't it? It's the big Baz
Oh,
takeover at Brighton. What
mate,
the hell,
he's
mate?
a fucking kitty, that bloke. Like, I was on his panel. Oh, you were there, weren't you? I think that was the last panel I was on. Or have I been on yours since? I think I've been on yours since. And I think
So when did
it's more
Big
to him.
Baz come onto your radar, Northern King? When did you first hear about this Baz or see him?
I think it was about 6 months ago or a year ago or something when he was on. I was on fucking the Shadow Bacons. He was a channel member. He was donating to him. I think he said he donated £1,000. £1,000 he went to the Shadow Box at there to share his channel. And the Shadow Box was getting there. He's get. I'm not sharing your channel. It's not like I get proper get turned on like so that big boss was. I'm donating £1,000 to you, and this is the thanks I get.
Yeah. King, if anyone's got a clip of that, that's Big Baz finished because all he's done is
I know, I
deny
know.
that he's giving money.
I wish I could find that. Like, I wish I could find that. But
Okay, I didn't know that. Like,
I remember that. I remember that. There's a few people also said it now, but I can remember it. Like, he's denying it, didn't he? He's just saying he was remembering. He didn't know now. Everybody knew him, and everybody knew.
mate, I can guarantee if somebody comes up with that clip where he says, "I'll give you £1,000," he'll be finished on here.
Oh, exactly.
Absolutely done. I mean, he's on his way out now already, but
Well, I don't know if he will be finished. Like, because people are not bothered, man. Are they? People are just not bothered, man. Look what the Shadow Vic always on fucking the Pirates podcast. The Pirates podcast. He's always on there, isn't he? People's not bothered, man. And that. It's like he says, I'm staunch. I'm staunch. He's got a sex offender on his channel and he's grassing everybody. It's nuts.
I'll tell you what I seen yesterday. Video. It was on the Generals of Ralph with his camera on. Did you see it?
Uh, Ralph on camera.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph on a camera with Decker and some other geezer, proper big and Decker up.
And then I seen an article of him the other day. Did you see the article or something? Being beating his missus up badly.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
this clip that was on yesterday, mate, it's on for ages. He's on Decker's panel and he's big and Decker up. Ralph with his camera on, and it's Ralph. The voice you can't. No one's got
yeah.
that voice.
Wait, what's that on then?
The general had it.
Oh, the Jones.
Yeah, the general had it yesterday. But apparently there's a new. This article has got a lot more detail in about what he's done and that in it.
It's not good. Like, not good.
But
I've just seen a little bit of it. Like, but this
did
this
you see him when he
politician.
Did you see when he
21,
come on here, King? A few weeks. Well, it was not before he was outed as a about. He was on this channel. He
yeah.
come on this channel, and he was acting like he had Tourette's and that. And we were all laughing at him because it was funny, you know what I mean?
I
But
think so. I think so. I think so. I think I used to get along with him a bit, like I used to have a laugh with him and that, and then this come out like, and I was like, fucking hell, it's everybody.
I haven't seen him since that video was up of him on Deckers. Like, I haven't seen him since yesterday.
Uh,
But that's all anyone's talking about in a minute, man.
and it's fucking
It's
bacon,
got
and
it's got it's getting 200 odd people watching it, innit?
it's done my head. Like I haven't got the concentration, man. I cannot watch lives for any more than 5-10 minutes. I get bored, like I get bored. It's just all two-faced lagers, It's just
They should know what
uh,
this side's about, though, shouldn't they? Like this side, I mean, I can't ever see it getting any better though, because they thrive off it, don't they?
now we need more channels like yours, man. Good banter channels, funny channels. That's what we need.
Uh, a few of us are going to have to get together, like the good ones, and try and do something together. You know what I mean? And because we separately,
No.
it's hard work. It's hard work.
See, it's like fighting souls keeps saying he's coming back. He keeps leaving messages saying, "Oh, I'm coming back soon. I'm coming back soon. I'm coming back soon." He's never gonna come back. Is he? Even the
Not
cesspit,
everyone
even the,
not everyone liked fighting trolls and that, but when you think about it, the numbers to get 1,000 people in right in your chat and nobody calling anyone a nonce or anything is unbelievable, isn't it?
no, exactly. Them were the fun times, man. Them were the fun times before before it got like toxic. Yeah, I mean, it's always been a bit toxic, but I mean, how you know what I mean? The way it is now, man, it's everyone's a bacon, everyone's like likes bacon. You know what I mean? It's just weird. It's like losing
It's
faith in
just
humanity, isn't it?
trying to turn the tide is hard work, like you know what I mean. And like I work full time, and I've got a girlfriend in there, and I've got a son, and it's
Look at
hard
you
to come
showing
on.
up.
Like
Look at you showing up because you made it, man. I've got a girlfriend. You know what I mean?
talking to girlfriends, where's yours anyway? She's usually in by now.
Yeah, she's probably watching, like. She'd be ghosting. She's weird like that.
She'll come in and say hello, man.
Man up, big up.
Everyone's saying, all right, you mate. Have you got the chat on?
Ah, yeah, I've just looked on there. You need to watch your words. You're going to end up in a fucking
You've got
folder.
about you've got about 10 devices anyway, haven't you?
And not here, I haven't, like. Not here. I'm only any decent lives to watch, right? Howard Moon. I tell you, I wasn't going live for a while, yeah. What'd you call him? Oh, I can't remember what you call him.
It
I
would
can't
help,
remember.
like, if you could remember his name, like.
Come on, you play the guessing game, like everyone just say a name and all. If you get it. I didn't know, I didn't know. Had a bit of
Oh,
a
it might
rough
come
day,
to you,
like.
mate. I do it all the time, mate. Do it
Oh,
all
but
the
yours is
time.
the age, yours is the age, though. Obviously, mine's not. Mine's stress, like.
I'm on a straight head, me. I've only had a couple of JDs. I'm ran out of vapes. I've got no THC vapes. I want some edibles, mate. That's what I want to get on the edibles.
I've just made um, I've just made 500 milliliters kind of caps, like.
Say that
Uh,
again.
I've just made 500 milliliters of I 500 half a liter of cannabis oil, like coconut oil, cannabis
Have you
oil.
done that? What here? What shatter? Have you heard of shatter?
Shut
What's
up.
that? What's that?
It's an extract. It's like dab. You know what dabbing is?
I've heard of them dabs. They're supposed to be mad at them dabs.
Oh man, it's like it's all the goodness out the way, all the stuff that gets you high, like, and it's like you hear it like you hear it like in a bowl, or you heat it up, then you drip it on, and oh no, now it's kind of stunning. Like
So what do you need to make that? Do you have to use a load of weed like to do it to get it?
to make it, yeah, well, you can make it. You can make. by freezing your weight. If you freeze your weight, or I mean, it's got to be like what my mate used to do is used to pour it in a tube and used to spray, gas that you fill your lights up with,
Yeah.
like butane, and he used to spray about 20 cans of that. So I like it just drips out the end, just all the goodness out the way drips out the end. You know.
So, so can you still use your weed afterwards, or is that your weed gone?
Well, you've just blasted loads of gas through it, haven't you? You don't want to smoke that, man. Then you've got to get your dab at the end, whatever's left at the end. Um, you want to spread it out in the tree, and you've got to like wait all the gas cans over it, because if you didn't when you smoke it, it pops and bangs and that. Like,
So, not that I've ever done it, but it's like, so it's a bit like washing coke up in it to make crack in it.
it's taking all the shite over it. It's taking all the shite over it. It's just extracting the goodness. Extracting the goodness by what you smoke. Like,
And have you done that before?
I've done it.
Do you have to be good at it? Like, because if you're not, you've wasted your weed, haven't you?
Wait, no, you get proper. That's just an easy way to do it. Well, it's just a cheap way to do it, but it's not the best way to do it. Like you can buy machines and that do it, man. There's a few of my mates who obviously do for personal use, And
Once
but
you
if you do
start
that,
doing that though, once you start doing that though, King, is there any going back though? Is like a joint, normal joint going to be any good to you once you've been doing the
oh, I get.
smoking that?
Oh, I see. I kind of smoke dub all the time. Like, 'cause it hurts my chest. Like, I got cough.
Or
Um,
so just if you want a little treat.
I just like see most vape pens you get, most vape pens. I've got dab in them like now, with the seal they have. But I it hurts my chest like.
Have
Hurts
you
me.
had the
I mean,
edibles then?
no.
You tried
I
edibles then?
know. I used to eat edibles all the time, like, but they just put us to sleep. That's all I do. Like,
So if I say right, I've never had an edible before. I don't smoke weed all the time. I like a bit of vape, and everyone's seen where I go, like off a few blasts of the vape. How many edibles am I going to need?
it depends on the strength, but you only need a couple. You know what I mean? I don't know. It, it depends who they're off, what's in them.
Yeah,
It's saying the lie in the sea like they get 1,000 milligram or micrograms, whatever it is, and they're not. They could be like 350 or something max. So you probably need a couple, like 20 quid's worth,
yeah,
couple. Whatever you get them for. Like, I used to get packs. It's like 150 quid. You used to get like 20 items in it. Like, you got things from like packets of fruit pastels. I mean, I love fruit pastels, man. Yeah, like just like sweets, like sweets you get from the shop. I can't remember what you call that. I can't remember. I'm
yeah.
supposed to.
Phil was saying that it is with like chewits, a
I
pack
chill
of
with all
chewits.
kinds. Like yeah, they're in a packet. They've got sugar on them and that. I can't remember what you call them. Like
Big
man,
up Ted, though. Go on, Ted. Uh, Nostog's in the house. So I don't know if everyone knows that that's a Nostog, by the way. He pops up and you always see people saying, "Who's that?" Fred Talbot.
which one? Right.
Yeah, man.
Fred.
Yeah, so that's my next thing, like the edible crack, because I don't know. I like
Edible
people
crack.
in here. They're like watching me stones. You know what I mean? Because it's all shit.
Edible crack. No, we're talking about weight. Or that's the next level. That crack.
He clipped YouTube's on the. Have you? He's been going sober. Like I think he's done about a week now, or he might have gone off the wagon. Like I'm not sure. Yes,
I
Tank.
think yeah. I think he put a live up. They just had a bunch of empty beer glasses on the table.
Oh, has he not lasted a week? Fucking
Nah,
hell,
put him on the
mate.
wagon.
Fucking hell,
It's
mate. Do you
good.
know this fella, King? Tanking?
Oh, thank. Yeah.
Aye, man. Don't know whether I'd seen him in Jude's, and I think he's a mod for Jude
Yeah. He's Iceberg channel. Go to channel like clip stuff.
because I don't know whether people get it. He's nothing to do with Tank, is he? Remember
No.
that
I don't
fella, Tank
actually.
Tank, who used to put a
Yeah.
mask on
Yeah.
and go mentally. I don't know. I don't think it's nothing to do
I
with
think
him.
I
That.
think I once got him confused with Tank too. I think I can't remember. I think I did. Rings a bell. Say I just get two stone one round and night man. To
What
be
do you
fair, I do
mean
in the
on the
morning.
night?
I do in the morning something. Like,
Have you put any new photos up recently, or been down to
nah,
Pentra?
I haven't been taking any. I've just got my drone back yesterday after 3 weeks.
because
I was getting the back, like he said, down the bottom of the country, like. But he's only flown 3 or 4 times because the weather was shite.
still haven't got mine out, honestly. Do me head in, like I've been saying for about a year now, still haven't got it out of the bloody box.
No, just watch a video how to do it. Honestly, just it's easier than it sounds. It's if you set your settings right, you return to home. Just Google how you set your return to home and that. And then if you lose signal or anything like that, it goes to a certain height and it comes back to you. You know what I mean? But you have to make sure you set the height high enough so it's not going to crash into a tree or something like. Usually
Yeah,
400
that's
feet,
the, you know what I
and
was
then
going to
take the
do? Yeah, did it? Was it you I was asking about Kinran?
Kindred. I
Kinran,
think it
have
was
you heard
me.
of Kinran? That show in Bishop Auckland, where
Oh
the
yes. Aye.
I was going to fly over there, mate, and video it.
Aye. You can't you?
Well, I would have thought so, because over Bishop, you can stand at this hill. It's only about
Uh-huh.
it's probably about a mile away. You can see the castle and everything, but it's just
Aye.
fields before it. I can't
As
see
long as you can
anyone
get,
doing anything about
as long as you're high enough for your drone, to keep a good signal, like we are. Yeah,
it.
you shouldn't
There's
get
loads
wrong. If
of
you,
fun.
there's a map, no man, there's an app you go on the map, and it's obviously you put your location in, but turn your location on, and
Mm,
it shows you like in your area where you can fly. Round here, see round off the borough, there's somewhere off the coast. It says there's all the way down the coast, actually, all the way down past Redgate. It says it's a seaplane, but I think it's just because they've got the windmill things in the water now.
yeah.
I think they're the wind turbines. I think it's just because we've got them, like. But there's Newcastle Airport. Like that's not far from me. Like I wouldn't be able to fly far in one direction where I am now. But where I live,
Mm,
like there's none. Like, but there's none. But it tells you on this map. This is app you get. It's a weather app. And it tells you like
uh,
well, it used to tell you free up to 400 feet what the weather was like the wind. But there's a change of like so now you only get like 50 foot. You've got to pay like so I had to pay for it. But on that you go on the map on that. That tells you where the no fly zones are.
I didn't know that. Like, I know you could get in bother.
Uh,
Like, if you go near an airport, you could shut an airport down, can't you?
well, I because you could possibly bring an aeroplane down. You know what I mean?
I remember. I think it was last year on the news. Yes, Jim, how we doing, mate? Last year there was one that down London, one of the big airports was shut down for a day, wasn't it, because of a fucking drone.
I think they've got like an invisible like a net like a security net around them now. Like so, when you fly your drone to a certain point, it cuts them out and as you hit the floor. Like
All right. Is
there's
there any
prisons
truth
have
in
got
that?
that now.
Is there any
Oh,
truth in
I
that?
know.
That
It's the
comment,
same. Cumbrian goes back. He's calling out. Wait, I
not
think
the
he's
end
out.
bit, but is he out?
He's
But
out. He's out.
he
He's
comes
out.
on here, man. He comes on here. He was one of the channels I was one of the channels he shouted out like before he went inside. He said, if you want to go watch some good channels, he only said about three, and one of them was this one.
Aye.
Yeah, he's been on here a few times. He likes his golf, so he used to just come on and talk about golf and that. I didn't mind him. He was all right, man.
Oh, I kind of fucking
Got
time him
your
out on the fucking ball, kind of bastard.
got your mate ice chain pure water in.
I know, I've just put the chat on the comments on to try and put the time out, like. Unless he's talking about you, and then he's fine. Oh, maybe the phones are dead and all.
Zeus has been there. Zeus has been on a paddle tonight. Did you see any of Monks earlier on, King?
I am not really, nah. I mean, I think I popped in. I think I was only there a couple of minutes. Like, I haven't really seen
Right.
much of YouTube, man. I haven't really watched much.
Well, this was only a few hours ago, and it all went a bit mad on Monks. He had that Baz on and Broadcaster that wormed their way over in the Monks chat, well onto his
They're doing,
panel, and it all kicked off. And
they're doing a tour now,
uh,
aren't they? They're doing the tour, all the channels. They're on it, money. They ain't down.
no, no. So Zeus ended up jumping on the panel and having a right go at him. He was having a right argument with that Baz.
Oh, Big Buzz will get out of bed, mate, Zeus. He will get out of bed.
I think he was in his garden tonight. Like, I'm sure he was out the bed.
Was he? I've
Eh,
never seen him out the bed. Like he said, he was going to go to bed when the general was there in England. Like he said he was going to go to bed but Liverpool lane. Yes, Liverpool,
he's, uh,
not Liverpool,
he's
wherever.
easily triggered, like, isn't he? He's easily triggered, that Baz. Like,
It's kind of funny, like, isn't it? It's kind of
he
funny,
had
man.
him showing all his clobber and his room and all that last night, all his shirts and everything, all his clothes and that. Like, what the fuck you doing, mate? But that's why I was asking how long he's been about, because if you've been about for a while, you know what these channels are all about, don't you? And we don't accept wrong-uns. No, you can't get away with any sort of that that account that's using my pictures just popped up in the general's chat, using a picture of me from 30 years ago, mate.
Oh, can you tell us in the back chat what the name is?
Yeah, I'll just bring Zeus on. Big
Yeah,
up, Jim.
Lads, how are you?
Pretty good, mate. We're just having a little chilled one, we've got 10 in here, Zeus.
Yeah,
it goes there.
I thought I'd jump on. I've not been on a panel with the king.
Yeah, man. He brings the numbers in, the king, like, there's 2 extra people come in, so take them on.
Yeah, I know. I
yes.
just got the
Right,
500 people in Discord just got in touch with me and said kings on moons.
That happens, mate. It happens, you know what I mean?
How's
So,
things with you? Are you working?
I've on my days off, mate, so I'm back on Wednesday, but I'm back on my 12-hour shifts and all that, so
Oh,
couple of rest days.
ah,
What's happened tonight then, Jim? He got you riled, didn't he? Oh, Big Baz. I
yeah,
was
it's just
watching,
that
like,
guy.
I was watching.
It's that guy, mate. He's just giving everyone a load of bullshit by the way he's fucking savior of YouTube. It's a load of bollocks. For 3 years, 2.5 years, he was the one who tormented anybody who went on to or called out the shadow nuns, mate.
Yeah.
while
And he
donating over £1,000 to him.
yeah. Well, I was having
Is
a go
that
with that
true?
shadow nonce when I went to Ireland. I went on a live to have a go with that shadow nonce to show him I was in his own town, and because he said he was going to get me, didn't he? I said, "Well, come on, I'm on your own doorstep. Let's meet up." And that
He'll not
Baz
show
We all
guy,
anybody,
watched
man.
it. We all watched that, Jim. We all
yeah, that
watched it,
Baz
man.
guy.
500 odd people.
Well, do you remember? He was the one who jumped on. They muted me, then put me off, and then that Baz jumped on, and he said to he says, "What I'm going to do is find out who this guy is, and I'm going to murder him and his family." And I thought, this guy's a cripple. He's going to murder nobody. But I've been waiting for 2 years to get to him.
Yeah.
I just want to give him, look, I've got nothing against the guy. The guy's an idiot. He's obviously got mental health issues, without a doubt. And but I just thought I'd let him on and let him know I'm still about. And he got really
Did
annoyed, didn't he?
Did you hear that, Jim? What the King's just said there? He's just said that he's seen him on a panel offering or saying that he's give Shadow Bacon £1,000.
He did. He had a big argument with Shadow Bacon because he paid him £1,000, and then Shadow Bacon wouldn't promote his channel. And he was having
That's
this big
exactly. I
argument.
remember that.
Yeah, and he thinks we all forget this. And Shadow Bacon said to him, "Well, I'm not going to promote you." And that's how they fell out. It wasn't the fact that he realised the guy was a convicted SO. He knew that from the beginning. But what pisses me off
Yeah.
is this guy. He says, like tonight, he said round and said, "I've never threatened to kill anybody." Well, I've just found out he threatened to kill the general. He threatened to kill Kudo.
Yeah,
The
He
guy.
did. He did. He said, "Oh, this man is an imbecile, man." He didn't
Yeah,
let it
it's
go.
just.
but I hope someone's got that clip of him saying he gave him £1,000, because that'll be fucking great if someone's got that. That'll
Yeah.
shut him up.
I didn't clip it. Like I said, I clipped it. That's shadow bacon. Like
I'll be
So
out
he's
there, mate,
denying that.
because yeah, he's
I used to lie
denying
to
it. Look, I don't care whether he supports the guy or not. I just wanted to get him back and tell everyone that the guy's building his channel on the back of enabling nonsense that he knew were nonsense. And let's be honest, that's how he's built his channel. I don't care. It's the same as VC. He's done exactly the same, hasn't he? So, but just be honest about it. Don't come onto YouTube telling everyone with his mate who pretends to be a fucking patron saint of YouTube. Honest to God, they're a pair of numpties. Everybody they meet and have an argument with, they're going to kill. And that just tells you everything about them. It tells you everything about them.
That's flawed. Honestly, what a boring man.
Exactly. He doesn't understand over here, does he? So he's now trying to say, Jim, that he was only winding people up about these books, isn't he? I seen that last night. These red and blue books. And then when he realised he wasn't getting anywhere, that tried to turn it round and say, I was only joking.
He's one of them, mate, that broadcasters who sits in his room all day writing people's names down and taking photographs of people's comments. And he must have about 5,000 comments screenshotted. And he's sitting in his chair rocking. That's how. I found. Oh God, man!
But the thing
King,
is, though,
you've seen all this before. I find it hilarious. But I just thought, I'm going to jump on and have a go with this guy because he's got an answer for everything. But he can't deny the truth. Everything he says, well, show me a video of it. And I said to him, do you think I'm going to put a video of a nonce on my phone? I said, it's just not going to happen. And then he got upset.
it doesn't take much. He does get triggered easily, though. And he's that's why people are watching him, because he gets triggered so easy.
They don't sleep. They do not sleep.
I said earlier on, he's supposed to be married, Jim. He's supposed to be married with kids in the house.
It's unreal, mate. It's just, I find it.
He doesn't use any energy, though, does he? So he doesn't have to sleep. When you're in bed all night, you don't need to sleep.
He said he's got maids that come in and change his sheets and all that. Oh, he's got maids, he said last time.
Yeah, they're called carers. They're not called maids, they're called carers. Oh, Jesus, man. I done a little live earlier on, and I said, I was saying, like, this is time. I blame Fake Phil. Now, Fake Phil, he's a good laugh, isn't he? But he's the very first person on YouTube ever on this side to do a live from a mental institution. I can imagine him sitting in the communal room telling everyone how good YouTube is. And they've released them all, and they're all on our sides of YouTube now. We've just got a load of mental institution patients. No disrespect to Fake Phil, look, I like the guy. That's just a joke. I'm not having to go Fake Phil.
It was quite ironic, wasn't it? It's kind of like,
Jim, how long do you think this Baz has got? Like, is he going to be around for a while or not?
Baz will be here like Shadow Bacon, mate. They built the channel on bacon and then pretend to be saviours of YouTube. And really, they're all on it for the same thing, aren't they? They're just, I don't know, it's just mental, mate. But I'm not going to lie, I even said in my home live earlier, it's entertaining.
Well, it is, isn't it? That's the thing about it.
But it doesn't make it right, mate. It doesn't make it right. Look at who was sitting on panels lately.
I'm looking at this panel here, and it's exactly the same panel that was on last night. Exactly the same, saying exactly the same things, word for word, with the same people on the panel. But there's 225 people watching it.
Yeah, that's it. You see, gets the numbers in. He says he's not in it for the views or the subs, but the first thing he turns around and says to PP is, "I gained 100 subs last night." And I'm thinking, that's all he's in it for. That's what it brings, doesn't it?
So he isn't after money, do you think? He's not going to start monetising or putting coffee links up or anything?
Oh, they will do in the end, yeah, of course they will. They'll have them all. They'll have the monetised channel, the subscriptions, the memberships. But look, it's up to the people, and who the fuck cares? It doesn't matter, does it? as long as people know where they come from, don't pretend that there's something special. They're not. They're not. They might be entertaining, but in the long run, he comes from a nonce-enabling background. Everyone he seems to be friends with has got a really serious, dodgy background.
He's in Liverpool now, isn't he, Jim? Is he in Liverpool?
Yeah, he said to me he's only around the corner from me, apparently. As a private investigator, that broadcast is a shite. Fucking hell. I even drove tonight to the place I'm at, and he still got it wrong. He said to me, come round. So you're gonna come round and have me a fight? I said, where am I gonna fight you? In your bed? I'm gonna fight a guy in a bed. We're gonna have a bed for a pillow fight.
He's had about meeting Bob in the field or something, and he in Warrington, I'll meet you in the field. How's it that?
I picked that up last night. I was going to do a short about it. So I Googled fields in Warrington, and there's over 280 fields. And I thought, fucking hell. It's just, you got to love it, mate. It's just, last night, I was crying last night watching that.
I see you in the chat like you were.
And he was biting every time that the broadcasters know about his folders.
But he did try and spin it at the end, didn't he? He did turn around at the end and say, I was only messing about with you, didn't he? Saying I haven't really got folded.
They're probably just trying to build a channel. I'm not going to knock that Bob over here, Baz. He was protecting his Nancy friend, and that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But don't come on and try and tell everyone that you weren't and you didn't know. It's just makes you look stupid. And people, if he was to turn around and say, yeah, actually, I knew he was a nonce, but I give him the benefit of it, and come out with it properly, instead of all this bullshit he didn't know for a year and a half, and it took broadcasters tonight said he went through the Dublin court to review the paperwork. You gotta find it. I don't know. It's funny, but it's not funny.
King, are you not going to get on these? Like, are you not going to? Who you clipping recently?
Yeah, just Danny J. Still, I haven't really
been playing golf again today. Laughing me fucking.
He had an argument today, didn't he, with a customer or someone else on the golf course, didn't he?
Well, he was playing shit today. He was playing with his it's either his friend or his son, I'm not sure. But he was playing shit, and because he's turned over a new leaf, hasn't he, King? He's mellowed out, hasn't he? No one's seen him lose it for a bit.
Did you see his God speech?
Yeah. That's what
did you clipped it, didn't you?
I clipped it.
Oh, Moon, you've got to see his God speech.
Are you not getting a mention of him like King? Is he not biting to you yet, like King again?
Now he'll not saying my name, like, because if he does, I'm going to go all out on him, like. He'll not saying my name, you know. He'll just won't say it. He says Ray Chase, he says Danny J2, he says all the rest, but he's just not saying my name.
Well, I liked what you did, King, last week when you put that together. You know where he said about Clip YouTube being Jamie trolling, and he's like, "You had Jamie trolling 100%," and then you put the bit where it proved it wasn't it, and he still won't admit it.
Exactly, and it was in that it was in that them comments.
I just want him to turn around and say on camera, I got it wrong. He wasn't Jamie trolling. That'll do me, but he won't.
He's never going to do that, man. He's never going to do that. Well, Ice, by the way, I got me on the phone, mate.
Oh, yeah, there's another one. What about Dad Riley's GoFundMe? Have you seen that?
Oh, that's brilliant. It's fucking unreal.
Oh, you know, I think he's been off his nut writing that, hasn't he? Laid in bed or something. What's he doing? 10 pages long, man. What the fuck? Are we all believing that? That's why he's been off. So let me get this right. He's been off YouTube for 2 months because the tree fell on him. He's been in hospital. Is that what he said?
That's what he's
something like
saying.
that.
Look, I think a tree's definitely fell on him. Something has.
Could only happen to Dan Riley that way. I thought he was winding us all up the other night.
I heard he was the one who was putting it down. And then his mate joined in. And he said it was falling towards his tent. So he tried to save it. It must have been a fucking big tree. And apparently it was on top of him for 5 hours. Honest to God, mate, you can't write it. The fucking tree.
You know what I find hard to believe? How long it took him to get that story out, because he's been back on YouTube for ages. And like, no one even said, "Where have you been, Dad, for 2 months?" You know what I mean? And then he just decided to let it all out.
If you get a chance, watch his live where he went to shop and he found out he could walk. And it's like a story from the Bible where he got out of his wheelchair and he started crying. I shouldn't laugh because it's, these people are serious, and I'm sitting there pissing myself.
What's another find out?
Oh God!
Brilliant, that man. The fucking tree fella who's been in hospital for 2 fucking months.
I'm not
mental, man.
Gonna lie.
What did it do? Did it break his leg? Did it break his leg or something like? Do you know?
No, it stopped the blood or something. Stopped the blood in his leg for 5 hours.
Okay.
Oh, he's funny though. I think we should buy him a sports wheelchair and then send him to the Olympics in 4 years.
Yeah, he had 50 quid last time I looked. He had 50 quid. Somebody had donated 30 and 2 tens.
Now he's just going to take it out and buy drugs, isn't you?
Honestly, man, he's a fucking queer one, man. I mean, he is. I've never liked him from day one from Fight Trolls. I've never liked him.
Yeah, you don't get on with him, you don't like him.
But he does. People let him on the panels for hours. Like, he was friendly with Moto. One, he took him under his wing.
He's fell out with him now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he said something about his missus, didn't he? He said he asked something about his missus or something, didn't he?
Yeah, send him a photo.
Send a photo of your missus.
That's what I mean. That's what happens with Dan.
That's apparently what he said to Moto. Can you send me a photo of your missus while I'm in hospital?
Fucking hell. Saying that Moto's fell out with everyone. I can't believe that argument he had with PP. Did you see that last week?
Moto was looking for a room in that institution.
That was brutal. That was the worst I've seen. Buggies, that PP had him up the walls, man.
I flicked onto him yesterday. He was eating a McDonald's. I flicked onto him this afternoon, and he was eating a pie.
He's worse than PP doing them driving lives because he doesn't take his eye off the phone. I don't know how he drives.
I gotta stop watching YouTube, I tell you. I'm going insane. Man. Where am I going again? Where am I going?
What's happening with you anyway, Jim? Where are you? Are you at home? Like, are you on?
No, I'm in work. I come out earlier today. I've got a job for 2 days down in London, so.
All right.
So I'm just driving.
When you stay down in London, don't you mean up in London? Don't you mean up in London? You're south of London, aren't you? When you're at home, just being picky, guys. See, I'm King. We're from the north, aren't we, King? We're northerners, right? We're northerners. So people in London think north is like Manchester, don't they? They say that's the north, isn't it? But it isn't.
People in Manchester say they're from the north and all the way those.
It's not anything the north, is it?
But it's anything south of the middle, isn't it? Anything south of Birmingham, they say is the north, right?
Yeah.
We must be the north.
there was a police car behind me and he was flashing his lights and I thought it was for me, so I pulled over, but he's so past me.
Oh, you drive it, ain't Jim? Fucking hell, that makes a change. You drive it, Jim. Fucking hell. Honestly,
Yeah.
King, have you seen how many miles Jim does a week? How many have you done this week, Jim?
I'd say average about 18,000 a year.
Shut up, you do more than that.
No, I think it's last
18
year
or
I done
18?
18 last year I done.
I would have thought you'd done more than that, mate. They say
No.
12's an average. You were always up and
18.
down the country.
Yeah, that's work mileage. I think I put
Yeah.
a tax thing in for 18,000 miles. That's it. So I like
18,000
doing
miles.
the
You said we drive it all the time.
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I
I
thought you meant
know.
Up and down the country.
That's the worst thing about it. When I drive and get there, I've got to then do the bloody work.
He's got a gold card in for Premier Inn. Like he must have been in every Premier Inn in the country. You Jim.
Oh, I think I've been in it. I could have done reviews of Premier Inns. I do the Premier Inns
Premier
mainly
Inn.
now.
They're the
Because
good ones where you get a decent breakfast, don't you? You know, you just go and help yourself, don't you, and fill your bag up with all sorts. Is that the one, Premier Inn?
Yeah, they're the ones.
Yeah, man, it's
I stayed
brilliant.
I stayed in a travel lodge once, and years ago, travel lodge used to put a full cheese out. No, a circle of cheese, big massive one,
Yeah.
and a ham for breakfast. And you used to be able to cut it up. There was only me and this lorry driver in the restaurant, and I fucking goes up, and the lorry driver said to me, "Have you finished with these?" I said, "Yeah," and he picked up the whole ham, put it in his bag, and then with the cheese, and then fucked off, and back the waitress, and she looked and seen it gone, and she just looked. I said, "I haven't took it." She went, "Where's it gone?" I said, "I'm gonna go." She must have thought I fucking took it.
Yeah, but I just remember filling me bag up with yogurts and that fruit and all sorts last time I was staying in one of them. It's fucking crazy, man. But the good value though, and they're quite decent, and the gym, like the rooms and that, to be fair.
They
For
used to
what
be,
you
mate.
pay.
They're very expensive now, and all the car parks are chargeable. No
Oh,
free
did
car
they?
park.
Did they?
Yeah. So
Here,
fucking.
what's that?
They are
Here,
expensive.
used to got into the debate over you know what they were calling the riots. That all seems to have calmed down, did it?
Well, everyone gets 3 in jail. It's not fucking worth it.
Well,
Exactly.
it's calmed down, mate, because you're not allowed to. If you go out now and say something or do something, you're going to get nicked.
When was the
No,
last
There's
time
no,
Tommy Robinson put a video out or said anything? I haven't seen anything.
I
I'm
got
not
an
saying
email
no.
off him today. I got an email off him today.
I probably did too, actually.
Yeah,
What did that say?
it just says he's coming back
Oh, is
and where he's going
he
to be.
still in Thailand or whatever?
It didn't say where he was. Can't divulge that. Fuck me, man. I'm in West Turek. Got to be careful.
Yeah,
I'm
Jim
lost,
got
though, I'll tell
barred
you
out.
that.
What did anything come of that, Jim? Where last time I spoke to you, you'd been pulled over, hadn't you, and barred out of where was it?
Plymouth. Yeah, I got bad out of Plymouth. Oh, shit.
Crazy
This
that
is
one.
the
Huh?
way.
Did you take that any further, or did you just let all that go? Like,
Under the circumstances, mate, I just let it go. You're not going to. It's bad enough. They've got your registration number of your car, so you. As I said, that's why when the police car pulled behind me, then he flashed and I pulled over, but he just drove then straight past me.
because you are going to be on their system probably now, aren't you? It's highlighted as something, aren't you? You're red.
Oh yeah. Well, they knew exactly where I'd been that week. Now it was unfortunate that everywhere I'd been that week there'd been a protest, but
Yeah.
that's because I was going to them cities.
Did you hear about that, Kate?
You haven't?
Did you hear about that? Jim he does a lot of travelling. He just happened to have been in Plymouth. Where else was it, Jim?
No, the week before I'd been in here. On the Saturday I'd been in London. the Monday I'd been in Manchester, and then I think it was Bristol, they said. And then I was driving to Plymouth, and they stopped me about 3 miles just outside Plymouth. I seen them on the motorway bridges as you're driving down. And then about 3 miles from Plymouth, they just pulled me up and said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to Plymouth." And they said, "Where are you going?" I said, I've got work. I said, "I'm staying in a hotel." So they said, "Give us the name of the hotel." And I thought, "No, I'm not giving you the name of the fucking hotel." So they give me a 12-hour prohibition order that I couldn't go into the city centre. So in other words, fuck off.
Crazy that I did.
Obviously, you got banned from the city centre.
Yeah, they told me exactly where I'd been. They said, "No, you know,
I
you've
didn't know you were
been to these
far
places."
It's mad,
So
man,
you
isn't it?
get emails of Tommy Robinson, man. What do you expect? Be watching your
I'm on
emails.
social media,
I know. I had to take all my lives down, didn't I? Get rid of them. I had to burn them. Oh, fuck me, man.
When I
went through.
was, you know,
Sorry, King. I was doing just YouTube lives, and honest to God, mate, I was getting 3,500 views for just driving and playing music. And then
It's
all of
mad,
a
that,
sudden,
isn't
yeah, but then all of a sudden, I've done a couple of protesters and free speech shorts. And now when I do my lives, I get 3 people in, even on YouTube.
Mate, King, you might know a bit more about that, about the algorithm and that, but when you go live on YouTube, it's totally different, isn't it?
It's open to the world, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's open to all these people who are just flicking on live, aren't they?
well,
you just flip on live.
I don't know
you could end up anywhere, couldn't you?
Is that not just them ones that you scroll on live you do, but have you been on the ones where you just scroll down?
Yeah, they're the ones.
Yeah, they're the ones like what Boss Dog does. What Boss Dog does, you know, and if you flick up on Boss Dogs, you could come to anyone in the world, couldn't you?
Yeah. That's because they don't use StreamYard, I think.
Yeah, because they're the ones I was getting 3,500 views.
Yeah, because people just scrolling, they come on your man, I've seen some mad things on that, you know, just scrolling on that. I spent hours doing it, and I was like, whoa.
You could say anything, absolutely anything. You could write it.
It's crazy, man, crazy.
I flicked up the other day, there was a black woman, right, with basically her tits were just about out, and she was doing their tarot cards, and there was about 300 people in, going, "Nice backs, get them out," and all that.
I was watching one, it was an Indian woman, she was lying on her back, all you could see is from her chest upwards, and she was like bobbing up and down as if something was happening. You know, and she was I was just sitting watching and thinking, what's going on? She's sitting doing it for like 20 minutes and I watched that thing crazy.
It's when you watch Boss Dogs, you watch some of Boss Dogs and you see the people coming in his chat, funny as fuck, like, it's like random people, you know what I mean?
Boss Dog loves it, doesn't he? Boss Dog loves it.
Oh, I love it, man.
I was watching before, he's just probably playing up those like.
He loves it, doesn't
he? He does, he literally loves the good jokes he gets, he just plays it up, he loves it. It's good to watch, like. He's a funny fella, like.
Boss Dogs lives. He deserves a load of subs and people because he is fucking comical.
He's really funny, like. He's funny. Do you watch it when he's in the Blues? Do you want to see when he's in Danny's chat?
Yeah.
It's just, people do that, it's just funny, you know what I mean? He's like,
King, listen to this, mate. He went on to, I shouldn't say this, right? He went on to do you know the mountain guys, Mountain Steve?
Oh, yeah.
So Steve was on talking about, like, how he's lucky to have a berry tree and he's eating these berries. And he let Boss Dog on the panel, and Boss Dog sat there and cooked about 60 fucking sausages, bacon, eggs, and then sat there. Fucking
Jim, that's why he does it, man. That's why Boss Dog does them live.
Honest to God, people were just sitting watching, pissing themselves. I've gone on Boss Dog's live before, right? I've just watched it,
and he's cooking steak, and in the background I can hear he's got Steve Father's channel on in the background.
Oh God, man. Jesus Christ.
Don't watch him anymore, do you, Jim?
No, mate. It's too. Do you know what? He's not the mentalist person on YouTube.
I know he's not, is he, compared to these guys?
He's not. He's in a different. He's in a lower league now. There's a different league out. These ones are too fucking funny to bypass. I tell you.
Did you ever clip him like King? Did you ever get on to Steve Father?
Yeah, I think I've got a short up, but I've got a short up where he keeps farting. I clipped him before when what do you call it? He called his Jimmy Savile, take a hecky, he called all these nonsense. He made a video, the Northern Coiner called us all these nonsense. Well, because he was arguing with bus stop and he started calling bus stops some fucking really bad names, you know what I mean? I was getting Steve leave alone.
Does anyone remember the live you done where he invited Decker Heggie onto the mountain with him?
Yeah. I clipped that on.
Killing myself. If he wants a safe place to go, and I just thought, imagine him in Heggie. Fuck me, man.
You'll be all right up here, Derek. You'll be all right up here, you know.
What's what you see in the arse sniffy pants again?
Oh, is he sniffy pants to you? Like he comes in here now. He's all right, man. I don't mind him.
He goes live. The art horses he goes live to already. That was just sitting gross and mental. Just sitting gross and mental for the other one. And he's admitted. He says everyone's give evidence to go out of a sentence or to go out of a charge. He's admitted it. He's a grass.
But that's not what his channel is now. I've only heard him reading like news and all that out now.
Sorry, who are you talking about?
Art hostage.
Art hostage.
Art hostage, the Liverpool guy. He's not a Liverpool guy, is it? Wasn't he the one who used to get, by the way, knows where all the fucking art that was getting taken and used to get paid to recover it?
Well, I don't know that much about. I just know he goes in flavours, and King doesn't like flavours. King's fella with flavours.
A lot of people don't like their art hostage. I don't know enough to talk about him, to be honest, mate.
He's a grass. I can show you a clip right now of him sitting admitting that he's put men in prison to get off with charges. That's a pure grass.
Jesus. That is, yeah. That's fucking it.
I've got a clip of him saying that on his panel. Then he said everyone's done it. Everyone's done it.
I don't think he hides it like that. I don't think he hides it like, to be honest.
Oh well.
We've done many me on YouTube. So that makes it okay because there's worse than you on YouTube. But you've got to accept you like a snitch like you. All right, that's fair, innit?
No.
I mean, that's sophisticated and ginger. I've heard that flavours is grassing, right? I think that's.
I think that's
funny, yeah. And then we got Menshaw. We got Menshaw in the house. We got Menshaw. Look at Menshaw.
Menshaw went missing, didn't he?
Oh, Menshaw's always about, man.
Didn't our hostage get him put in prison? I didn't say that. I just heard that. I didn't say it.
Oh, you brought him all in there.
YouTube's terrible. Are we getting an art raid?
He's bringing the numbers, man. Gav B's in the house. Big up Gav B in the house.
Gav B, man. Every time I see Gav, he's out celebrating now, and he's looking really well.
He's a new man, isn't he? He cut all his hair off, and he's a new man.
Is he getting married or something?
Oh, I don't know about that. Who we get? What's his name, Gav? Who we get married to? What's his name?
What's his name?
He's into ice baths and all that now, Jim. It sent him round the fucking bend. Goes swimming in the North Sea and that, doesn't he, King? Naked and that. Gav B.
Oh, Gav B, aye, Gav B, some boy. Some boy.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, man. This
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
phone
Jim,
shite.
I tell you what I've been watching, Jim. Billy Moore.
It's Billy Moore, man.
What do you think about him? Did you see? He done a video last week, right? Now, but I watched his videos, right? He did a video in Manchester last week. It had nearly 500,000 views. And I looked on some of his others, and they're only getting 80,000. But this one in Manchester got nearly 500,000.
The problem with Billy, he never does any good news, does he? It's always travels all the way here to interview the local druggie or the local. You know what I mean? There's never any good news with him. Everything's
I know
fucking
Mentor's a
sad.
big fan of Billy, like.
No. Can I just play something? Can I just play something about that also? Tell us if you can hear this. 1 second. 1 second.
Hang on, I want to watch this. How do I watch it?
It's just, I'm just playing it.
What's the begin? Seeking fake redemption. With me, you get the whole story. Did I grasp people up? Yes, I did. I'm proud I did. Why? Because it protected my position. What did I think of the people I grasped up? Well, they were lower than me. They were cannon fodder.
Cheers, Keith.
Snitched men up for a lighter sentence. You kind of get no lower than that in my eyes. Like the next thing lower than that's a sex offender.
I know that doesn't go down well, like over here. To be fair, but I think he's wrote all that. Like I don't think it bothers him anymore. Like because that was all out. It's all been out, hasn't it?
When he's sitting on a panel and he's admitting that, man, that's low, man. That's low. It goes on to say he's not bothered because they're lower than him. But how can you get lower than a snitch?
Right. But at the same time, though, we've got some nonces and bacons on generals. I mean, with 250 people watching. A lot of them who come in here are in there watching, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of them, innit, King, you know what I mean? One of them. Live follower. Jim, we got live followers been in the last few rounds.
Very good, very good. Can you hear me still?
Getting back to the old days, isn't it, Jim?
Yeah. Suave, sophisticated, and ginger. What a name. What a name.
We know who that is. That's the one and only.
He was a clipper for a bit, wasn't he?
Oh, he was clipping flaps for a bit, wasn't he? Clipping our flaps for a bit, like.
That's where he was the best clipper in the world, or something was his name, or something it was.
See Slim's in. Slim Reaper.
We've got Amanda in there with a lovely avatar there. That's one of my favourite pictures, along with the one where he's got he's doing the pose with the.
Do you see Menches in the chat?
Yeah, man.
I watched him box years and years ago, mate. I didn't actually go to watch him box. I was at a boxing show that he fought on.
Aye.
He's pretty good, isn't he?
There's videos of mental boxing on YouTube, isn't
there?
Yeah. Well, we don't talk about that because, you know what I mean? No one knows who Mencho is, do they? You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I won't mention it again.
Yeah, but he is a good boxer, though. He'll admit he's a good boxer, man. Like, he's got a good record, hasn't he?
I think he had 90 fights or something. I think he won draw 90 fights or something, I think it was.
Mencho, if I had a record like that, I'd be wanting everyone to know who I am, mate. Like, wouldn't you? If you had a shit record, I wouldn't, but...
He's very humble.
Come on, guys. Snitching is hilarious.
You know, what do you do though, like King? If you've got a snitch, right, like Art, but I'm not saying Art is hilarious, but what if you've got someone who's hilarious and they're a snitch? Is still not washing away?
Nah, there's still a snitch. Like snitch is a snitch, innit?
Yeah.
But we see where I'm from. Like you couldn't get away with that, man. You know what I mean? He wouldn't be walking where I was from. Like he wouldn't be going online to be bragging about it either. Like.
Live follower, I spoke to Dave last week. He rang me up. He's getting there. Like he's getting there. He's still not right, and his wife he's still poorly in that, but he's just tried his best. You know what I mean?
Dave's a good lad, mate.
He's going to have to be strong. Like.
Oh, well, lads, how do you know what it is? All right, lads, how you doing?
Really?
Oh, you know, how do you know? I've got some information, me and
Swan's coming in, glass.
Wait, fucking to this, you know. Do you know that art hostage, right? Do you know art hostage? He's been done for fabricating evidence, trying to snitch people up, right? And do you know what it is? Whose panel is he always on? Whose string? Flavors, right? Listen to this. I've got this from the fucking bird's mouth, this, right? He gives Flavors bags of brown to grass fucking people in Liverpool, and that's fucking,
that's terrible. You can't say that without putting evidence up. Where's the evidence?
That art hostage gives fucking Flavors brown to fucking like, tell him things and that. I swear down. That's the thing is, it's not like art hostage. Art hostage is not like your own Flavors. So ask him.
The thing is, though, Swanee, right? I get on with Flavors. He's my mate and that. You know, like I don't know him, but
you know this way you can't. That art hostage is a grass. If you hang around with the grass, you don't hang around with grasses, though, Moon. However, you know what I mean?
Know, but Flavors isn't here to answer himself. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk behind Flavors' back because it's not on that.
Birds flock together, though. Birds of a flock.
All right, bro.
Anyway,
Swanee, though. So now I've got two Flavors haters on the panel, right? So this is not good for me. But what? Why have you got shit with Flavors, Swanee? Like, what's the crack there?
Well, at the end of the day, right, I just don't like him. I don't like him because he picks on vulnerable women, right? He picks on vulnerable women. He throws bags of smack about on fucking line, thinking he's clever. If he's doing that on camera, what's he doing off camera? You know what I mean? He's thinking he's clever.
Did it once, didn't he? And it just happened.
But then he lied about it.
That was a bad move by him. It was.
But we've all made bad moves in life, and you've all got a fucking. You've all bad moves got actions. All bad moves have got consequences, and that's his. He's done more than one bad move, man. He's fucking picked on vulnerable women. He's fucking hoying bags of brown and that about, man. He's hanging around with grasses. You know what I mean? He's bigging grasses up. Art hostages of grass. He fabricates evidence about people. And you should, like, if that's acceptable, that's why I don't come on YouTube anymore, because people like that aren't acceptable in my fucking circle. So I didn't mix on YouTube anymore because it does me fucking head in. The freaks and that on this cunt. Now grasses and all that, and people are bigging people up, bigging grasses up and that. What's all that about, man? Fucking hell. It's fucking right, though. You know, right, on YouTube.
I get you right. I get you right, but we'll leave the Flavors chat there, right? Because it's not good. It's one of them, you know, where you're in the middle of that. And I've had a bit of shit over the last week over this. Like I've had a bit of shit. I've get called Sly Beat of the Moon. Did you about that?
No. Who called you that?
Oh yeah, I heard something about that.
Did you hear about it?
Yeah, you made it.
It wasn't good. Like it wasn't good. I let it go. I put a little live up about it. Somebody said, and making me out to look sly, and I'm not sly. And this is why I don't want to get into this. But it was to do with Flavors, and you know, I let it all go in the end because I can't be arsed with it. You know what I mean? But.
So was that because I was on your panel and I was talking about Flavors?
I don't know, King. It might have been, you know. I did say that. Like I sort of put a live up last week. It's on there. Anyone who wants to watch it, go watch that live I did last week called
Who said that?
Well, have you ever heard anyone call me in Flavors chat Sly Beat of the Moon or?
I've never been on. The only time I've been in the Flavors chat to clip them when I used to clip them.
Then sure, have you ever heard anyone call me Slimy at the Moon? Like I was laughing about it because it's quite funny, and it's quite funny really. But I'm not sly. That's the thing.
No, I've never heard that. Never.
Nah, I haven't either. And it's all been a misunderstanding, I think. Somebody's gone into Flavours' chat and seen me getting timed out, right? Now, I get timed out for a laugh in Flavours lately because I haven't got a spanner, so they've been timing me out. And somebody's gone in at that point.
How come you haven't got a spanner on, Moon? Because you've always stuck up for Flavours, so you should be like having a spanner in Flavours.
Do you want to have a listen to this? Do you want to have a listen? It's only a couple of minutes. Do you want to have a listen to this? Just listen, King. I don't think you've heard this either, mate. But see how you would have reacted to this, right? We'll just get it. And this is my channel, right? I'm entitled to play what I want, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's a serious topic. I'll stay about for an hour or two. See if it's just shit. I'm in a couple of comments. We'll hear banter with somebody if there ain't a banter back. I'm away because I can't be asked it. I can't be asked with the bullshit.
I'm the same too, mate. Listen, there's loads of things, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There's loads of us about other channels that just don't want to do it all at once. Do you know what I mean? Like, chats where you jump in the chats, you'll see in Flavours, they'll just say in Flavours would jump in, very big up Flavs though, and you see certain person bouncing out of the chat disappearing, do you know what I mean? And then, it's one of them ones, you know what I mean?
Yes, Mrs. Grumpy.
Cernest person in the world, but the fucking...
yes. Flavours is brand new. Fucking need to about that.
It's not even that. It's just like yesterday I looked in there and it's like, moon, timed out, just constant timed out, moon, timed out. And so when I've asked about it, they're going, oh, who are you talking about? Fly me to the moon. I'm going, what do you mean? Fly me to the moon? They're going, no. He's flying me to the moon now. Have you not been seeing him? No. And then I just went, I've watched for a wee while, and it's like, it's like he's struggling for content, and he's, like, I watched him the other day saying there's only certain people getting on my panels now, and there's only, I'm only doing it my way, and then all of a sudden he jumps in, he starts jumping in my chat, him and Aldi, and I think he's a bit of back and forth for Scouser or something, or him and Scouser joking like fuck or something, or Scouse told him he came here, and then I feel like there's a game playing because Scouse came here, and I see them bickering. Oh, I went down to Aldi, and Aldi looked after us and gave us everything, and it's like, listen, see whatever's going on between the two of you, don't be fucking using me, and don't be using me. I've always been sweet to you, Moon, you and your missus and all, do you know what I mean? But listen, every one of your mates was running about calling you fucking slimy to the moon, saying you're doing a whole lot of yapping about who's going on your panels, who's on the thing, and then you're letting them all on your panels, all the ones that you're slabbering about. So that's your friends for you. Do you know what I mean? So, why do people come tell me all this? You know what I mean?
Well, if there's no one to put out there to us, don't know, mate.
You noticed how there was a big silence, though? Can you believe that, King? Did you hear that there? 20, did you hear all that?
Who's called you slimy to the moon? Was that Irish calling it, or was he saying?
Well, that's what I mean. 20, that's why I'm asking that's why I'm asking anyone in Flavours. I've never seen anyone in Flavours call me slimy to the moon. So, as Irish just made that up, I don't know. No one's ever called me sly because I'm not sly. Gav was on that panel, Gav, and I noticed the silence.
I've never watched Flavours all the time, so I couldn't see 100%. But when I've been in, I've never seen anybody call you that. But somebody could have went in and called you one time, because
that's what I mean. I totally understand, and I'm not even bothered about it. Like, it is like Mencho says, that's a storm in a teacup, mention it. Like, compared to what goes on here. But you know what? You know, someone like me who doesn't get involved in any shit. When someone like that just comes out with that from nowhere, on the chat where I go, and I said, look, if that's a misunderstanding, and like you've gone in there at the wrong time when I've been getting timed out, which I think is what's happened. I've been getting timed out a few times for a laugh. He's over exaggerated it a bit there, Irish, but he's bringing old D into it and then saying, "Oh, old D, you looked after me." Well, he fucking did. So where's the problem there? Like, Gav, where did that come from, mate? Do you know? I didn't want to make it awkward for anyone. Like, I get on with Scouser. Now I feel a bit awkward. And I don't know if Scouser wants to come in my chats. I don't know. It's fucking not on. That's all I'm bothered about. Like, outlaw, you're all right, man.
Where's Scouser at then?
I was driving to work, and I was driving to work the other morning, listening to Lammies from the day before, and I heard that, and I thought, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I think, though, right? I'm not on about that, right? But do you know, like, the art hostages try to get people jail. So if you got him in your fucking chat, I'm not, and he's just put there, right?
I know
if you commit a crime, you've got nothing to worry about, right? But them people who he tried to put away, he fabricated the truth. He tells fucking bullshit so to get more charges. And then he ended up getting fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying, no, Moon?
I know what you're saying, buddy. I know what you're saying, but I wouldn't
exactly
feel what you're saying. I've got
tries to get
here, like,
who haven't done what he's saying they've done, and he's trying to, you know what I mean? So I think YouTube's fucking dodges. Fuck with people like that, me.
I know that's funny, right? But when someone comes in your chat, right, all you can do is you can either just block them, right, or like he doesn't come in and spam the chat or anything. He comes in and says, "All right," and he might drop a few comments. That's it, because he probably knows the shit that he can cause in panel just by turning up on the panel. But there's Shell there, right, in the chat. Mencho's in here, right? And that's all I'm bothered about. The people that go in flavours know that I'm not a sly fucker, you know what I mean? I never have been. Got no reason to be. Like, and I know that flavours might look in my channel here now and see the Northern King and you on here, but I've already said it. I don't want the flavours chat mentioned, you know what I mean? Because it's hard when you're in the middle. But of course it is, man. And I know that I honestly think that what Irish is getting at there, he's just took it too far. He's seen me getting timed out for a laugh. Because that's what they do to me, they time me out for a laugh. I go on flavours, I talk flavours for hours.
What you're going to do, fight Irish is gunning for you now, man.
That's why I'm glad Jim picked on his radar. I can't be doing with all that.
I remember when he hammered.
I can't be doing with all that, you know what I mean? I don't come in here for fucking all that shit and being sly and all that.
I wouldn't like fighting Irish on me, kid. You know, like it's because it's every day, every hour. If you're on YouTube, you know what I mean? He fucking hammers you, doesn't he? Like every day.
When he did the fighting trolls, that was brilliant. When he did the fighting trolls, it was beautiful. Like, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Like it started off just now and then, but then it was like constant. It was like fucking days and days and weeks every day, fucking hammered fighting trolls, didn't he? So that's why I might be going for you, Mo, now.
He will now. You fucking mentioning it. It's funny he'll be in there, in the pot now.
YouTube is crazy though. I haven't had time away because of fucking art hostage and all that. It's just like you didn't know who's who on this come man, fucking hell. You know what I mean? Or really, you didn't know who's who. You fucking. It's mental, man.
I think there's a lot of channels where people are just starting to put cameras on and that now. Cameras on a lot more. I don't know why it's happening, but I don't know. It doesn't bother me if people don't want to put the cameras on. It's got nothing to do with them.
I think it's a new bunch of characters, people who are like a lot of new ones in with the old ones now, so they'll have a lesson to learn, won't they? You know what I mean? People will learn the lesson now, won't they?
It's like Ice Chain, right? He comes in here and he likes arguing with people and that, and he comes in here and he takes the argument, he has a bit of banter, and then he goes off. And that's it for me. He didn't do any harm, you know what I mean? People, I'll leave him in there because people like having to go in and he likes having to go back, you know what I mean?
I've never had any trouble with that Ice Chain, me. I've seen him have bother with other people, but I've never really had any fucking shit with him.
Yeah.
Ice is alright. I just like to have fun with him, like. He's
But yeah,
Just one of
he
them when you've
argues
got a
with
channel.
that. I didn't like
yeah.
that. So he argues with him, and that's why I just chill out with him, mate.
Yeah, but like the Irish thing, I put it out there. That's all I did, right? I played it once. I think there was 10 people in my chat, so it was only 10 people. And I said, I think you've got the wrong end of the stick. If he hasn't, and he does think I'm sly, or he's heard someone saying that, that's all right as well. You know, you take the shit, don't you? And I'm not going to fucking whinge about it. It was the last that I was going to say about it.
I didn't even know. I'll tell you what it is. I didn't even know Fighting Irish was still on YouTube. I've never seen him about for fucking ages. For ages, man.
Well, he's in a big argument with Jim Smith at the minute, and Jim's been winding him up, and they're at each other now. So, but Jim's not bothered, whereas I'm bothered because I'm not in it for that. I'm not in here for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jim loves it like he just next another bottle of liquor and goes live. He's not bothered.
I know, but I'll tell you one thing though, King. One person who you don't want looking for you, right, or trying to find out who you are is Fighting Irish, innit? That's what I would think.
Fighting Irish goes
because he doesn't stop. If he wants to find you, we all know he can go in hard. You know what I mean?
Alright, bro. Well, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna make a coffee.
Yeah, man. No worries. Swanee, what's happening with you, mate? I can't believe you're not at work.
And we've got an early finish tonight, mate. We've got an early finish, so I'm finished now, mate. Just chilling now.
Yeah, man. So what's the story with you? Why are you going in on fucking everyone and being a fucking twat?
I'm turning into a clipper, man. I'm a clipping channel now, so I'm trying to get some in. Like I'm trying to fire the stove up, and then I can start and clip people. So like when there's talk about us not, and then I can clip them, and I can like boom, like start my clipping channel. You know.
So have you done any yet? Have you done any clips yet?
Oh yeah, I've done loads on flavors, fucking loads. I don't know how to work YouTube and that, mate. So I'm gonna start and do YouTube. I'm gonna start and clip I need to start and learn how to do YouTube because I didn't know how to do it. But I have done loads of clips on flavors. Just a little starter, I'm gonna go like balls deep in them soon.
So what do you know? If you take flavors on, you got to take Menchu on and all them lot, you know.
Well, I Menchu, man. Now he's trying to put the heat on now. Menchu, there he is. You know what I mean? He's there. He's like flavors is reach around guy. He gives flavors reach around him.
The thing is, though, right, Swanee, like it doesn't suit you, mate. You were here for a laugh, you know what I mean? And thinking you're good at football managing and that. That's the Swanee I know, not this Swanee who's going in on people and that. Doesn't suit you, man.
Why,
you tried it with me before, didn't you, when you were Film Boy's best mate, and it didn't work well for you.
If you want to live your life, you know, if you want to live life to the full, you've got to try everything once. You know, you've got, like, you know what I mean? You've got to give everything a go. So I'm giving it a go. See
Just
where I
don't
go.
turn into a nasty pasty, man.
Nah, not little bits and bobs, you know what I mean?
It might be the creating. You might be doing too much creating, mate. You reckon?
Could be, like, mate. Could be.
I've stopped it now.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Fucking hell, you've been doing that for you're not going to start drinking again, are you, mate?
Nah, I'm not drinking, mate, because I'll be on YouTube pissed.
So what have you been on the wagon, haven't you? You've been on the wagon for a while, haven't you? Seriously?
I've 2 years now, 2 years. I haven't had a drink for
not
2 years,
drink.
mate.
Not one drink?
Not one drink, mate.
That's fucking mad, that, you know. Did it?
I haven't had a drink, mate, for 2 years.
That's good going, that, mate. So,
cheers, man.
No, it is good going, that, mate. If you are telling the truth, aren't you? I've never seen you drunk on here, like, man. I've never seen you drunk on here.
How's Middlesbrough been playing lately?
You know what, mate? I know we got battered in the cup, but that was a cup game. Take that cup game out of our season, and we're doing all right. We're doing all right.
We got beaten a cup mate off a shit team. Thingy wants the link, Zeus, Jim.
Yeah, man. Oh, check my paddle out. I've got a wicked paddle tonight, mate. Bosh. Swanee, this channel,
What's
mate.
up,
You've
mate?
been watching for years, haven't you? This channel, and like, if I was doing it for the numbers and that, like, I wouldn't have been here by now. Would I? Would have fucking wrapped it in, mate. I'd just do it to come on and talk about mates on here. That's it.
You've made some friends on YouTube, you Moon. You know what I mean? You've made some
Ooh.
friends. You've been on for a while now. You've made some friends. You know, you kept some of your friends out of the snake pit, and you fucking made some new friends along the way, mate. You've got some people that you would never have met in real life.
Well,
You know what I mean? So you're doing it for the bands, man. You're doing it for the bands. Didn't get us wrong, right? You could make it one day, mate. You just need to be at the right place at the right time. You need people to share your channel, and you know what I mean.
Well, yous are helping me, mate. Yous coming on my panel, it all helps. You know what I mean? I respect it. What's happening, Jim?
Mensch, you should know when I'm not pissed. It just bounces off us, man. I'm bulletproof when I'm not pissed. If I was pissed, Mensch, that would have been like snorting. I would have snorted that, you know what I mean? Them comments and that. But Mensch, man, it just bounces off us. Now, like when I'm not pissed, I'm just so laid back, man, Mensch.
Oh, Jesus.
Mensch. Oh.
Jim, you've been on a panel with Swanee before, haven't you?
Yeah. I have.
Yeah.
Ages ago.
Yeah, he doesn't come on many now. Like,
in the days of that
King, can you remember when Swanee was Film Boy's right hand man for a bit?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
And then they had a big falling out, didn't they?
Took his spanner off
What
him.
it is, like I was Film Boy's right hand man, and Moon was Pablo's right hand man, and we went to war like the two camps, didn't we? And, like,
Oh, it was brilliant, though, wasn't it? It was brilliant back in them days, like. When,
I used to remember of your channel.
Who, me?
Aye.
I was for a bit, you know, after he'd left. I let it go for a couple of months, and I thought, I'm going to be taking the fucking piss now, like. I know, yeah, I'm not going to get tortured. Well, I do get tortured for that off a few people, like, but it was back in them days where you would pay a little membership, you know what I mean? Because it was fucking entertaining.
It was entertaining, like. It was. That's what a lot of people hook like, them kind of lives, you know? They got a lot of people.
Was brilliant, man. It was fucking every night.
I donated Fighting Trolls a $5, me. Do you know when after I donated it, I was fucking gutted. I says, why did I give him that fucking $5? Fucking hell. I remember when Zeus gave me 400 quid, didn't he? Fucking hell.
Someone mentioned that the other night in the chat, Jim. Someone mentioned that, and I said, I put in the chat, Jim hasn't drunk whiskey since that night because you were mortal drunk, weren't you?
That was funny. That was funny. He said, I put money in your PayPal account. He's Fighting Trolls says, I'll be back at 2 minutes. It was the way check ended the live that was in gone for a week.
It was one of the classic nights on YouTube, man. It was a classic night on YouTube, that, man. Jim was right in the middle of it.
That was brilliant. He obviously went, check his bag. It's there, right? I'll see you later.
For a week as well.
Fucking cousin.
He's still dining off that night, Jim, man, on here.
When he used to be no comment. No comment.
Yeah, no comment, man.
Comment, aye. And he wasn't speaking. He never spoke or something.
No.
Yeah, I used to just sit there and say nothing. It was brilliant.
What about Sean Fields? No saying
That's what I mean. That's what's going on in Jim's head. You know what I mean? That's his sense of humour, man. No, a lot of people get it now, but we've always got it. But he's behind a lot of shit on here, man, Jim. A lot of good
And he
shit.
remembered when I jumped on to Exposed, there was 1,100 people in the chat, and he let me on his panel. And Expo was making a cup of coffee, and someone on the panel says, Expo, that no comment hasn't said anything. And Expo went, no comments, are you there? No. And then he realised he twigged, and you know, he does that laugh. He just started laughing.
Jim, you had beef with Expo, didn't you? You and Expo were going to, you were having beef with him at one point, weren't you?
I was going to kill him.
Why? What was that about?
It was just one of them famous nights where, knowing you just think, I hate everybody on YouTube, and I just told Expo I hated him. He's a good lad.
Oh, he got his own live, didn't you, Jim? You got your own title in an Expo live, didn't you?
70 subs, and I had 5 of the biggest YouTubers at the time fucking making lives about me, and 1,000 people on panels. There's me sitting there with me all 70 fucking subs. I thought, Jesus
he's had to
Christ,
go at everyone, man. He's had to go at everyone out, Jim, all the big hitters. He doesn't mess about.
I love him, man, doesn't he? It's just banter, man, isn't it? It's just banter, man. Like, he just likes it. It's just banter, man. It's all banter.
It's fucking YouTube.
Exactly, it's YouTube. Yeah, you went to be. It was funny.
I remember Daryl Adams. Remember Daryl? Yeah, he got into beef with. He was going to get put in a boot off Expo one night. I remember him in Expo. Expo's like, I'll put you in the boot with me car, son. And Daryl was like, you what? And they're busy now.
Expo was going to go to Paddy Connery's Landing full of lead. You remember that? Pop bang.
Where did that come from? That pop bang? Who started that off? Because that was going about for ages, wasn't it?
Started off with Quaver bought it out. She was the first one.
Emma started that, didn't she? Pop bang, I think.
I'm sure it was Quaver. I'm sure she said it one night, and that was it then.
One of the scousers.
She said it, and I'm sure everybody started using it then. It was definitely Quaver Raver, I tell you now. You know what she's like.
These people are still about, though, aren't they? Expo did a live the other night. Did you see it? I didn't watch it.
I seen it. Like,
what was it? What was that about, kid?
Just live. He was just stoned there, and PP was live, and he was in the chat saying, I might go live. And then he was just right. I'll go live.
There was another one after that. There was another one after that this week.
Has he deleted it, like, has he?
I don't know. It was definitely only a few days ago, and it only had a few hundred views, but because he does stuff with Slow Joe, doesn't he? I think it was something to do with him. I don't know whether
I'll tell you what, mate, you can't knock that fucking Joe, what's his name? Joe Kidd.
I know, Jim, you like him, don't you, Jim? I know, but is he though? He's one of these who keeps putting things up saying I've had 1 million views, and he never does anything.
No, he doesn't, but this content he puts out is just so huge in America, isn't it? It's fucking massive.
What is it he's doing about rappers and stuff? It's the beefing with the rappers and all that, isn't it?
Some rapper that got killed in 2022, I think, or 2020, one of them years. I don't know. It's fucking mad, isn't it? Well, fair play to him. I had a pint in his pub before they refurbished it. They've closed the pub down.
Oh, you're in a boozer, like, are you?
Yeah,
I hope it's busier than that last one you were in. Remember that one, Jim? That last pub you were in? Jesus Christ.
No, I went to the Joe Kidd's pub.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I went down and had a couple of beers with my missus.
So, do you not... We had this conversation before, so his pub's called the Epstein or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
if you're not from Liverpool and you say Epstein, we all know what to think, don't we? But
Yeah, well,
he
that's
kept.
what it was. It wasn't the
I know.
Liverpool Epstein. It was the Nancy Epstein. It was just full of kids. I'm only kidding. It was the Brian Epstein, the Beatles manager.
Yeah, I know. But if you're not from Liverpool, you probably wouldn't associate that, would you? But he's obviously, that's not bothering him, is it? He's kept it because of that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
and
well,
does he own that pub like Jim? Does he own it?
I think that the got partnerships. There's a few of them in the.
Yeah.
I met
Good on
the
match
manager.
days and that, though, isn't it? It's got a good location on it where on match days and that.
Fuck me, man. I tell you what, they were fucking queues. They were just raking the cash in. Fair fucking play. I seen them. I didn't let on to them. They were just too busy, mate. So I didn't want to stop them. So I just had a few pints there before the game, and then I went after the game because it was pissing down with rain. And it's the nearest pub, so we thought we'll pop in there and have a few while the rain goes off. It's fucking good. It was good atmosphere.
Yeah, man. I was watching something last night on telly, and one of the crooks was called Patrick Ward. I was having a little chuckle to myself, like, nothing to do with you, Patrick. Don't worry, mate.
It's Patrick.
Yeah, man. He's been quiet late, like Patrick. I haven't heard him on any panels or anything.
Yeah, he's getting his sleep in. Oh, don't fucking blame him. You can't sit up all night shouting at people. Not worth it. Oh.
King, are you going to start going to the Sunderland games now? The top of the league, King, or what?
Why, aye. I'm going to try. Glory, glory.
Oh, so you're a Glory supporter, aren't you? Top of the league. Oh, yeah, I'll go to the game. Not when the bottom of the league and they've got no one there.
I want 2 seconds. All hostage. All you have to do is you have to go in YouTube Studio and type in grass and your name pops up. It's that easy. It's that easy.
What's happening in the chat? I haven't got it on. Obviously, it's.
I've got a few. I've got a few likely lads in here. I've got Ice in here who likes to argue with everyone. Art's having a little argument with the Scousers and that.
Jamie 888 is offering Patrick Ward a square go. Brilliant.
Hey, Jim. So you're someone who doesn't really give a fuck, do you? On here, like you go where you want to go and that, right?
Yeah.
So last few lives you've done, you've got a friend, haven't you, Jimmy? Our mate Jimmy. And King, you jump on Jimmy's chats as well, don't you?
Jimmy.
Now, Jimmy the weatherman. Yeah.
Aye.
So where do you stand though with what he did to Smithers though, Jim, the other week, shouting Smithers out about these receipts and all that? Like, does that not change your mind on it?
I think it's absolutely disgraceful. It's shocking what he's done.
Right, but hang on. Have you heard what? But I'm not defending anybody. I don't know the story. But have you heard the other side of the story?
I've heard the other side of the story, but Jimmy
Smithers asking
started it.
people 40 quid, 50 quid. Smithers asking people 40, 50 quid or something when he's on a session. Something like that. I don't know the full story, but
I haven't heard that. No.
I haven't heard that like that. Like,
that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
That, like. But
no, I've not heard.
If we take that out of it, right, King, like, I know you go where you want, King. That's you always have done, right? I've got no problem with that, right? There's only a few people on here who can go wherever they want and sort of still, like, go, still, and you're one of them, Jim. But I just wanted to know, like, would you still have him on your panel, Jimmy?
Look, I say
that's a brilliant man to have, Jiggy. There his panel.
I know I say it, and I know it sounds fucking wrong because I'm the one who's saying we shouldn't allow people on, or certain people on panels. But look, I look at it this way. Jimmy, we all know the background of Jimmy. He does some ridiculous things and he says some ridiculous things. He's not the worst on here. Yeah. You know what I mean? He is not. Yes, what he said about Dave Smith is that about he caused a load of shit over that, and he shouldn't have done it. Now, I know he apologised, but the problem is people won't allow that apology to come through. I know he apologised. The main bit for me was he gives some fucking donation, and I think fair play, okay. he did ask for somebody to be killed for a donation. But look, it's the same with Johnny Woodsman. I'm not being funny. I like Johnny Woodsman, and the guy is insane.
Mm.
See, I don't know nothing about that Smithers thing, but I just heard someone say something, and I was just thinking, like, I know you might have relapsed or something. You know what I mean?
Where have you heard that? Like thing?
David.
Because I was talking to Dave the other night. I was talking to him on the phone the other night, and like he's never. I don't think.
I hope
I've never heard out like that. Like
someone was saying the other night, in the chat. He says that it's the first time he'd ever spoke to Smithers on the phone, and Smithers was saying that can have 40 quid for something or something. He says it sounds like he's relapsed. He says this is the first ever time I've spoken to him that. I don't know. I hope he has a nice lad.
But I think it's got a Dave though, Jim, because you don't see Dave much on here now, do you?
Don't see him at all, mate. The last time he did pop in, you know, and he left a message. He just said hello, I think, on one of my lives. But I don't read my chat. I'm best not reading my fucking chat.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I mean, I'm one of them who's jumping on panels and saying
all I'm going to say is I don't think Dave went into that lightly about doing that, because he must have knew some of the repercussions coming from asking for money on YouTube. That's what I said to him as a mate, you know, like, it's one of them, isn't it? It's one of them things, you know what I mean? As soon as you start bringing money into it, it goes a bit deep down, doesn't it?
I was going to get in touch with you and say to him, take that down and just ask you to ask a few people that he knows offline.
Yeah, exactly.
But he'd committed to it. People had already then jumped all over it and started publicising it.
Because if he'd have asked me what I thought about it, I'd have told him not to do it. I put it that way.
Yeah, and that's the way I was thinking. No, it would have been better just contacting yourself and saying, Moon, can you ask a few guys on YouTube and privately? Yeah. And, you know, it wouldn't have been anybody's issue, because then no disrespect. The guy, a lot of people went out the way, but a lot of people used it. You know what I mean? Let's do a big live and a charity fund. It's just, for me, it was a bit. Yeah, no, for me, it was a lot of people giving who didn't want to, but it just suited their needs.
Yeah, like Dave's cool about it. I've spoken to him, and he's cool. Like he's not daft, Dave. You know what I mean? He's done it now, wouldn't like.
He's a guy, though, isn't
but
he?
I think it has put him off. It has put him off coming on here. I know he's got shit going on, but he used to like coming on here, Dave, and he used to have a laugh and that. You hardly see him now. You know what I mean?
I used to like his impromptu lives at 3 o'clock in the morning when he'd come on and have a go with somebody. Did you see Crossy's live the other night at 12 o'clock?
Oh, mate, did you see I was the only one? As soon as I seen that come up, I put on go on, Crossy lad. Did you see it?
I seen it.
he didn't turn up, did he?
He didn't. He never turns up.
King, have you been under that? Crossy's live, they're a fucking joke. He never turns up, and he always sets them up. And now it's just a joke, like that.
It must be something to do with Birkenhead, because Crossy and Dodgy Dave, for the past 6 lives, have not turned up for them. It's just the big reveals, and they're not announced. Think, fuck me, man. 12 o'clock I set up for, waiting for that.
Oh yeah. He just pops up though, Crossy. He's a fucking mad. He just pops up like when there's a bit of beef going on. Crossy will just drop a post in, won't he, agreeing with it? And there's loads of people who say, "Go on, Crossy, top lad." And I'm like,
so look, Patrick having a go. Look, Patrick having a go with me there, man.
Patrick's just bored. He's bored, aren't you, Patrick? He does this.
Patrick's in a bit of a messy beef with their PD, isn't he?
Yeah, that's
apparently. No, where's that big going on? I must have. Can't be subbed to PD. Must have changed his channel, because I don't know what's happening there.
Still the House of Pain.
Yeah, it's still the House of Pain, mate. Yeah, they hate each other now, apparently.
Fucking
It was
mad,
never
isn't
going
it?
to work. It was never going to work.
I watched the Kraken live, right, about a few months ago, and I told Patrick about this. And it was a Kraken live, right? There was Patrick, there was PD, there was JPF, is it? The other Irish fella. And they were just
John Paul,
talking, right? They were just talking about prison and stuff and how they all knew each other. And it was fucking brilliant, right, for about an hour.
Yeah.
And Patrick remembers it. Patrick was telling us about the sausages he used to get in this certain prison. And they were talking about the prison food and that, you know what I mean? And it was fucking brilliant. And now they fucking hate each other.
I know, it's mad. 1 minute, you're just thinking, fuck me, man, when did that happen? I missed that. Problem is now everyone hates each other and you don't know about it because they keep deleting the fucking lives.
I know. Does your head in that, right?
And it all happens at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's mad. It is.
It's
What
like,
are you in Fantasy Football League for you anyway this year?
well, have you been watching, Jim? Have you been? I'm on the up, like. I'm on the up. I've got a green up next to me.
I'm second in one and first in the other.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm not doing so bad. Yeah, fucking doing excellent.
What, in Slims?
Slims, yeah. Second in one, in the main one, and first in the challenge one, weekly challenge.
You're fucking dreaming there, Jim. I'll have to check this, like.
Check it. You read
Because
up,
Smithers and Leo were running away with it. Smithers and Leo.
They're last. You read up. I'm sure.
Yeah, Jim, you've been drinking, haven't you? You've had a couple of pints, haven't you? Let's see where Jim is.
Not a fucking pint at all.
Jim, second bottom. There's only one team below you, Jim.
I know when they left in the first week. that person's never been back. Only picked 6 players.
I know you picked one. Fucking hell, you've got to have that Haaland, haven't you?
I've just changed my team this week. Just changed a whole lot of them. I played me wild card or whatever it's called.
I haven't done any of that yet. Like, I haven't done any of the, where you can swap players and all that. I don't think you should be able to, like, once a month maybe. But
yeah. Well, what happens if your players get injured? All mine got injured.
That's one of them things, isn't it?
3 of them got sent off in 1 week, for fuck's sake.
It's bragging rights in it. We've got Leo at the top, like Leo with the revolving bedroom door there.
Yeah. I hate it today. I seen Ballygirls over in France.
King, have you not been following her, like?
She's mad, man. Ballygirl, she's in France. She's just done a vlog.
I'm not really. I don't think she's done much, though, actually. She's not posted anything, I don't think.
I think yesterday she posted a thing in France. She's mad, man. She has lost the plot, that girl.
Oh, when she was eating some puff or something?
Yeah, she travels to these places. And then she's eating fucking in the mug. She must get the biggest mugs on YouTube or wherever she meets them on, whatever platform she's on. And they're taking her to all these fancy fucking restaurants. But then
she's just playing the system, isn't she?
It's one of them, though, isn't it?
Did you hear what she done to Bootle? Was it Bootle?
Yeah, Bootle,
Man, that was shock. And he jumped online and told everyone. Oh, fucking hell, man.
I know, but did you believe? Can you remember when he said that it was just a coincidence? He didn't know anything about her and Titchy or her and YouTube, did he, King?
Yeah,
that's what he said. After that, he sent me an inbox, and I was talking. Then he rang us. He rang us through Instagram. I was talking for about half an hour. Like, the man's a nut job too. Like, you know what I mean? I clipped him before, man. He was sitting at a table waving me shakes about saying he was going to chop people up. So I clipped him.
Because he was a bit of a loony back in the day, wasn't he? He used to go He used to come on and cause chaos, didn't he, on the panel?
He did, but then he was in the comments. He was in the comments pretending to be his dad, pretending to be his own dad, telling us to take the, you know what I mean? And then he rang us on Insta and he told us all about that. Like, and if what he says is true, you're sorry?
They're just insane. I can't believe these people.
If what he says is true, he's done a lot. He's done one of them law things on her, and she's been, or the police told her or something. She's accused 4 men of rape in the past. Four that's been like documented by the police, in another 3 after he's done that Claire's law. So that's like what, 7 men? She would be arrested. So he's lying, but is he exaggerating or is he lying? Do you know what I mean?
I think he could be right. I think she's actually on the run, mate. Because before she went to Paris, she was she went to Ireland, didn't she? And was living in a woods. Fucking like
she was living wild.
I tell you, I think she's on the run. Leo's lucky. I tell you what, man, he's lucky.
Any. Yeah.
Do you remember when he come on live and said she's just beat me up? I don't fucking hell, man.
That was another mad week, wasn't it? That all happened to Monks, didn't it? Kicked right off. Right off. Because no one knew about that. No one knew that was going on, did they? And he just let that. He just let it all out on Monks that day, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Leo the stud muffin, isn't he?
And then Bootle jumped on Shufflins and told Shufflin, and I thought, whoa, you couldn't have picked a better channel. You are going to get... Well, they're going to sort this out for you now. Listen to this. And then I was Jesus Christ, man. Honest to God. Fucking, it's mad.
Because
have you seen anything about Garth about us? I haven't seen Garth for weeks.
Garth's in... he's in Thingy's chat now. He's been in the General's chat all night.
Oh,
every now and then he jumps on a random panel. Like I say, I'm a little bit lost with time at the minute, and I kind of judge like how long ago things were. You know, that's a lot of weight at the minute. And, I've seen him on someone's panel not long ago, or it could be a while ago. I didn't know. It wasn't that long ago. I don't think a week or something.
Yeah, God knows what Garth does, like, when in his normal life. I couldn't imagine, like, what he gets up to or what he does. I don't know. But he's fucking crazy, isn't he? Fucking mad.
He's one of the characters, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I like him. Like, he's jumped on here a few times, and he just his fucking laugh. He's fucking mad.
Who's that? Sorry, who was one about?
Garth.
Did you see the 30-second appearance of Yeti last night when he jumped on the Generals and didn't know where he was?
Yeah, no one see. I was thinking where Yeti is. I was thinking I haven't seen Yeti for a while. And I jumped on Thingy's panel, yeah. He was fucked, wasn't he? He's another one.
He didn't have a clue what panel he was on.
Didn't he?
Who done that once? Remember who jumped on Film Boys and thought he was on Fighting Trolls?
That was Flavors.
Yeah, that was funny.
Did someone share the wrong link to the chat this week for a joke?
He just thought he was on there. He thought he was on Fighting Trolls. He was on the fucking cesspit.
I remember, but I thought I think someone posted the wrong. It was in someone else's chat. And they posted the wrong link as a joke.
There's been some good laughs though. You don't get laughs like that anymore, man, do you?
Nah, it's all backstabbing, nonsense crap now, isn't it?
Remember the build up to the first 3D Fight Club was the best YouTube that's ever been, man. Like,
that was so funny, like with Ash in there,
yeah, it was just like went on for ages, and then it was Ash. It was a cesspit against Fighting Trolls, and that one. It was just.
Have you seen who Ash has been calling out for the past week?
Oh, is he back? Is he? Yeah.
Yeah, guess who he's calling out? Who? Irish Bull.
Dennis, all in that circle.
Dennis is organising it that they're going over to Ireland to fight Irish Bull.
That's not happening.
Irish Bull sitting on his panel taking the piss out of Ash about Kelly. Honest to God, man, it's just you're just sitting there thinking, oh my God. And Dennis is like Bundini Brown sitting in the middle saying, oh well, I can organise it for next Wednesday. And I'm thinking, oh fuck's sake. Oh Jesus. Got this Bob in there, Bob Cart. He's fucking being I've been in
Bob's
hysterics over
everywhere, and Bob is fucking everywhere, man. I'm telling you, he's causing chaos. He's the biggest wind up on here, but I know what he's doing at the minute with the Baz and all that. He's
I've lost my sound.
I think he is like you can tell he's highly against all of that. You know what I mean? But Bob is a wind up man, and it's funny, like fucking funny. He dropped off there like his sound's gone. Yeah, King, I thought you done your follow Ballygirl. Not in that type of way. I just mean, with it being with Kitty and that and whatever.
No, not really, mate. Yeah, she comes up with some, it's not my. She's not my scene. She's not my scene, like.
Yeah.
I didn't know. It was when you were sorry.
I'm just gonna say, like, the truth. It didn't take long for all the truth to come out about it, did it? You know what I mean? What she was like.
Well, they were like carbon copies of each other, exactly the same people, just him and her. You know what I mean? That's just what they were like.
Ash String. I haven't seen him about, like, but you could get a few good clips of him. Have you never gone onto him, like, King? You must have.
I used to clip Ash all the time when we used to go live and like at 2 o'clock in the morning, slaying on it. I used to clip him all the time.
So what's going on with our mate? Bob's going to come on. Do you get on with Bob, like, King?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
he's a Geordie, he knows his place, like, he knows his place. He's on the road, he knows how to pop around and slap him.
But you know what I mean? You've got a mutual love for Daddy G, haven't we, like, mate? And he's still giving you the content, and he's still giving you it, isn't he?
Even when even when he's just trying to be like chill, normal, he's zen, you know what I mean? He's got that shitty music playing and he's still comedy gold, you know.
Let's see what Bob thinks of him. What's happening, Bob?
Evening, Bob.
Bobby? Well, Bob's having issues there. Bob's got a few technical problems. Jim's back. Yeah, Danny.
For a cigarette.
He keeps giving, doesn't he, Danny G? Like, I've been shouting him out for ages, mate. Like, as he is the biggest clown on here, like. But
God, definitely.
So funny, man. So fucking funny. I'd love to get him diagnosed, wouldn't you? See what his diagnosis is, like, what's up, because he's not right, is he?
I am.
Nah, he's not like this. He's a compulsive liar. I can't remember that. Comes under
Who is me?
Yeah,
talking to me, yeah. Is he talking to me?
Who's that?
Thank you talking
Oh,
to me,
Bob.
bro. I hope not. Good sounds
What's
good,
happening,
brother. You
Bobby?
good?
Yeah, man, we've been watching you, Bob. It's hard to miss you these days, bro.
Yeah,
he's on everywhere.
Just come on. Where's that Patrice? The little fucking fake traveller run to? Where's he run off to? I come on.
Jamie's chased him off.
Run away. I can't.
God,
He
man, he
normally
said he was
says,
waiting
"See you
for you,
later,
but
goodbye." But you know what I mean. The little funny one he is. He has a lot to say in that chat, but he's not jumping on the panel.
Bob, you were smoking some good shit lately, mate, because you've gone crazy on YouTube, bro.
That's what I'm here for. I'm not here for people to like us. I want to know the haters, man.
You're moving into a different gear now. You're in like third gear now, aren't you? Like, you're proper
I'm not
winding it
left
up.
second. Listen, Moon, I haven't left second gear yet. I'm redlining second gear.
There can't be a harder working YouTuber at the moment than Bob. He's
I know, yeah.
He is on every channel.
You've had everyone triggered this week, Bob. Who's your favourite?
Oh,
What's been your highlight of the week, Bob? What's been your highlight of the week?
everything I do is the highlight of the week. Doesn't matter what I do, it's the highlight of the week, mate. Seriously. I
But
just sit here.
you're getting
I have
somewhere.
pains,
You're
man.
getting big buzzers biting, ain't you?
I have fucking pains in my side. I've never had them for years, man, with laughter.
Oh, that was what I was like last night with you and broadcasters and you reading out every fucking comment.
I
He was
thought you don't
triggered.
like it.
Oh, he was triggered.
And
Just
then
go to
he
the
jumps
toilet,
in the
lad.
chat today. That was him in the chat today, calling us, saying I was called Craig Bland.
Yeah, I heard about that on
I live
Monk's.
in no shoes, which I've said from the start. I put my face up, and I put the link up with a kid's picture. Total different kids, south side of the water.
Yeah,
39 years of age. I'm fucking 47.
totally different guy, mate.
They're fucking mental, man. This YouTube, they're crackers, man. They're clueless. I'm here to take the piss out the back while cunts don't realise it.
Did anyone apologise to you today?
Listen, everyone I fucking, all of them, there's majority of them leave YouTube, they crack up and go mental. And they
You
say I'm
keep them up
leaving
all.
YouTube.
You actually do keep some of them up all nice. Do you know that?
I know, bro, I've realised. You're not the first person to say that today, you know.
Honest to God, mate. You'll jump on, you'll say a few words and then jump off, and then for the next 8 hours, they're still arguing with themselves about what you said.
But I deliberately do it, and then I jump off and fuck off and leave them to stew, do you know what I mean? Loose. It's the way to do it.
It's just unreal, and they fall for it, mate. It's just fucking unreal.
Well, I didn't agree with, and I'm going to say it how it is. They backed them up after I told them. I only knew part of it, I didn't know it all. If I knew it all, I would have put the fucking lot out straight away there and then. It's common sense. I only knew bits of it about Ralph Batt and his woman who he admitted doing it. They kept letting him on, give him a bye, says he's changed man, this, that and the other. Says he's never going to change. It's not just one offence, it's a few offences.
Bob,
Yeah.
you know what got me? One sec, Jim, you know what got me, Bob? That video where yesterday that General put up where he's on Decker's panel. Did you see it with his camera on?
Yeah, I sent him it. I got that sent to me, and that's
Did you?
what I sent him it. Yeah, why I?
Yeah, you were the
That
one
was a
who
bit of
sent
a
me to
killer for
show.
him, that.
I tell him to play it, bro. I sent him it in the back chat and sent him to play it. And I got him to play it right to the end, because he didn't play it to the end.
He was bigging Decker up the whole time, wasn't he?
Aye, mate, listen, they've come, there's a lot of new faces. I don't know if you've noticed. Zeus would have noticed, he's been on years. There's
Yeah,
been
we
a
have.
lot of new people, a lot of new faces come over, and they've all come from Heggy's fucking channel. They've got nowhere else to go. I used to that channel, and now they've come over here and think they can mix in.
That's what I said. It's too much of a coincidence, mate. And they all know
Listen,
each
too
other.
right.
They all know each
Too
other, and
right.
they all know each other's backgrounds as well. So they protect
Ralph,
each other until
Ralph
somebody
kept
gets
that one quiet,
pure
man.
evidence.
How
But
did it take that
anyway,
long to get that out, Bob? Why did it take so long to get that video out? Because that's damning, that one, isn't it?
because his name was, he was given
Oh, yeah.
someone
Alfie,
else's
wasn't it?
name, and
Alfie,
that was
yeah.
it. Obviously
Yeah,
caused
yeah.
trouble with people down his way. His name got brought up, it got checked, and that's what come up.
So, Bob, are you at the point now where people are sending you stuff to put out, or have you always at that?
Say that again, sorry?
Are you at the point now where like people are sending you stuff like off YouTube for you to put out because they know you will put it out and you're not bothered,
Well,
or
I'm looking to, basically, I don't agree with these people being on this side of YouTube, or being on YouTube in general, when they've got records, what they've got, and the things they say.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
yeah? But what I'm getting at is like the Northern King's a clipper, right? So you can understand people sending him shit through Insta, but you're getting stuff
Yeah.
sent to you now.
Yeah, I'm getting stuff sent me, videos that people's looking through on things, and they're passing it on to us, and I'm putting it up, I'm exposing these people because I don't think they should be on. They shouldn't be getting a chance to talk.
So you've got a bit of a serious head on with this one, haven't you? Like with these bacons and that, this bacon talk.
Yeah,
You quite,
yeah, because we've got vulnerable people on this side of YouTube that will take advantage of, not just men, women as well.
yeah.
So
Oh, 100%,
they
mate.
need
You've got
out them.
two.
If I don't out them, mate, who's going to out them? I mean, you had
Well,
that
Bob,
broadcast that saying, I'll get you done for defamation and stuff. Fuck, go and do it.
I
So
seen that
fuck.
last night. He
I'll
meant
get
that
it.
as well, didn't he? Is
I'll
that what he
take
was
that one
getting
to
at?
court because I'll plead not guilty all the way. He'll have to come to court as a witness anyway.
Is that what he was
I'll
getting at, though? Taking it down that route?
Why?
Because he
And
was.
then he tried to change his tune. And
Yeah,
then they
yeah,
called
yeah.
us a nonce on the channel today. Now, my missus was listening in the car. I didn't know this. Now, she was alarmed and distressed about that. So, she's reported that. So, it will be looked into. And no doubt they'll look at who the channel holder is. So, she may find out the name of the channel holder.
So, are
So,
you
I can
being
then look
serious
into
here,
him.
Bob? Are you? Because you can understand with the character you are, right on here. When you try to be
I
serious,
could be.
people
I
are
could be
laughing.
serious. I couldn't be serious. I could be serious, and I couldn't be serious. They don't know, but the way they says that, that's a defamation of character. That is properly. Bazza
Oh,
says
watched
it on
it,
his
yeah,
own channel.
watched it.
Yeah, he shouldn't. He
Yeah.
shouldn't have allowed that today. That was totally out of order.
My name is 100% not Craig Bland. If you
Yeah,
look Craig Bland up and type in North Tyneside, it comes up this ginger thing. It's fucking weird thing. You'll see it. It's fucking. And there's people on here that obviously know me who's come in the chat up the mags. I think it's called obviously Naz's. And he
Aye.
stated I haven't got a brother. And I haven't got a brother, I've got sisters. So he knows us. And he stated that's definitely not his surname. Now I did
no,
go to Danny and Jan, give him back what comes my surname.
So, Bob, you only coming with facts, aren't you, mate? You coming with facts
Aye.
always, yeah.
Why aye?
So, Bob, is Bob calling out your real name?
No, it's Craig, mate.
I see, I thought we all used our real name on here.
No, listen, when it come on this YouTube, when I first come on, it says sign
Mate,
in.
I'm joking.
But it
I'm
says
joking.
don't
I'm
put
joking.
your name in and that. And I didn't realise that, so I just didn't put my name in. But I've
Oh,
got
yeah,
nothing to hide, that's why I've come on.
yeah. Exactly. I mean,
I don't give a fuck. I don't hide, I show myself. I've got nothing like you
Bob,
see the cunts on my record, I tell you.
Bob, you know what I liked the other day, right? You'll remember it. You were walking out your street, right? You were walking and you pulled up and you started talking to a neighbour or something, and he was a proper gadgy one. He had the tie on and all that.
He's like that every single day, suited and
I
booted.
know.
Lovely
That's
man.
what I was thinking. Is the people still like that? Old people who take the time to put a tie on and that on
There's
a
two,
Sunday or
there's two
whatever,
of them.
don't they?
There's one,
Is that what
one,
it's like
two,
round your way, is it?
there's one, two doors down, and there's that guy across the road. Aye,
But do you still see that, Jim, round your way? You know, the old people who take the time on a morning to get dressed up and
aye.
just for nothing.
Our Jim and Ken do it, both of them. In the 80s, Ken's 80 and Jim's 87. Every
It's
single
mad,
day,
isn't it? You don't
different.
see many of that. You don't see much of that anymore, you know what I mean?
I think I'm the oldest person around our area, Moon.
Yeah. It's the old, it's just like, is it like a mining village where you live, Bob? Like an
Is
old
it
mining
fucking
village.
that? Listen, you see my street. It's rough as fuck around here, Meadowell. And you see my street, bro. They leave that doors open and that. You can go and fucking, I've got nice sugar, milk, you know, you just go and knock on the door. They come and
Yeah.
give you
proper
cakes
community.
and, you know, they drop bread off that they've made themselves and scones and it's soup, mate, it's crazy.
Still a proper community.
It's like back in the 90s,
And
the way
are
it
you
should
going to
be.
carry that on, like, Bob? Are you carrying that on, yeah?
Aye, too right. Look after the golden oldies and you're doing something right. Now we've got
So,
a
have you
woman
always been
across
from
the
that way on,
road.
Bob?
We've got a woman across the road. She's worked in the hospital. Now, not as a nurse and now, just in the cafe for 35 years. She's in her 70s, 75. She's stuck in the upstairs flat. She can't get out. She doesn't want to move in the downstairs flat because she got burgled in one years ago. She's gone from about a size 16, lads, God honest truth, to a size 8. So all lads has been out and got us some bits and pieces, microwave meals and stuff like that, bread, cheese and ham and what have you, just to help her. The family make dinners and that on a Sunday, get sent over for her. She's one of these old people that's got a bank book, and she can't get down to the bank because she uses our bank books.
That's it, man, and it doesn't go on much now. Doesn't go on much now, all that.
I just say like, I don't want money. What do you want from the shop? Can you just get us some bread and some milk or some bread and cheese or some bread and butter? Do you know what I mean? You just can't get it.
Yeah,
I'm not looking for the money off her. If I can help
No,
her,
of course
is it like that where you live, King?
Yeah, it was, but it's getting more. It's getting more. Yeah, tricky, you know. Like there's more strange people moving in, and like strangers to the area, and it's nah. The kids live in community spirit life. But
Yeah,
Meadowell, what they'll end up doing with Meadowell, they'll end up moving people out of Meadowell, and they'll end up pulling our state down.
it's coming down. Like my house is sinking. Like
when you say Meadowell, you think of is that where the riots were?
In 91, wasn't it? 1991? Aye.
92.
They kicked right off there, didn't they? I remember
1991, I was 11. 1991 it was.
How old were you then, Bob? Bob will have been right in the middle of that, won't you, Bob?
I was. I got fucking nicked for it.
What was all that over, Bob?
Now, mate, I got off with it. Was the nickers for it, and I got off with it.
No, what were the riots over though? What started all them off?
Two lads getting rammed in a Finch car on the coast road, doing 130 mile an hour and hit a lamppost. The car burst into flames.
What, people had had enough, or what was it?
Busy's had rammed them.
Yeah. Oh, right. Right. Yeah.
The best thing about that was even there.
Yeah.
I was in the house. Lucky I had windows, so I was being fucked.
There were proper riots, weren't there? We were on about this last time with the King. Like they can't call them riots. What happened like in the last couple of weeks? That wasn't a riot.
That was a proper riot. Newcastle says that they don't. No, listen, that was fucking ruthless.
Exactly. The Toxteth and that and the London riots, they were riots years ago. These weren't riots.
These were just rowdy protests.
Yeah.
The protest I was at something like that turned a bit naughty. Like
That's
a lot of it. We didn't see a lot of it, did we? We didn't see a lot of it.
I need action. Listen, lads, I need action now. I'm itching now.
Neighbour Bob, enjoy your night, mate.
Have a good night, right? Take it easy, lads.
Nice one, Bob.
See you later, Moon.
See you later, Bob.
See you later, mate. See you later.
See you later, man.
No, yeah, I was on the Sunday one night.
You okay? Oh no, yeah, you were on the front line, weren't you?
Oh, was I? I was in between the people throwing the bricks in the place. It was crazy.
Someone got 9 years, didn't they? Someone got 9 years this week, didn't they, up here, King?
No, I've never caught much news. Did they get 9 years? That's ridiculous.
Was it 9 years or 9 years, man? Jesus Christ.
That's why that Keir Starmer says we don't need the police. We don't need the police. We'll deal with ourselves. Just jailing everyone for ridiculous. Do you know what they've done? They've got thousands of paedophile cases that they've put on the back burner.
Yeah.
Apparently. To get all these.
Loads got released today, didn't he?
There was a thing on the news tonight about a bloke who stabbed a woman 60 times or something, and they're letting him out on parole. Like,
mad, isn't it?
He's been in prison for a while, like a good while, but he's getting let out on parole. That made big news today.
It's mental, man. They're releasing dangerous people to put people who protest in jail. It's just
I don't know what they're planning, but there's something getting planned, mate. It's just ridiculous. It's just.
Well, they had less than 1,000 prison places left in the UK. Less than 1,000. Less than 100. Less than 100. Sorry, less than 100 prison places.
Apparently last Friday there was only 78 places left available. 78.
Nuts, man. No, that's why they're freeing all these. They're just freeing dangerous people to put people who want to protest. I mean, the guys some of the protesters who got arrested, some of the protesters were just there to protest, to riot. You know what I mean? They were just there to cause. Like the one where I was, man. They come from nowhere. They weren't even involved. They just come from nowhere. I mean, the guys when the police started, but then they just all turned up from nowhere with bricks in the city
a lot
centre.
a lot of them were just idiots and kids, and you know, they weren't the majority of the people who were protesting. But everyone was tarred with the same brush, didn't they? We're all far-right activists, every one of us.
Do you reckon, right at this point now, right? Do you reckon there's any prisons getting built right now? Like, is there any halfway through being built or building any new ones? Are the publicising any of it? Because you never hear of any new prisons, do you?
Was there not on about converting a ship or something into a floating prison?
No, they done it, and they turned it into an asylum hospital. That's just being closed down, and all of them are.
I know all the money they spend on that as well.
Every one of them. See that block of flats in Liverpool? The block of flats in Liverpool, 378 accommodation block, fully furnished. And it's every single one of it. Every single place is for the asylum seekers. Look, I'm not saying they don't deserve a place to live, but the illegal immigrants, the word illegal should say, they should be detained until they're checked.
But the thing to ask is, how long have they been there? How long are they there for?
The problem's massive, isn't it? We don't know the problem, the extent of the problem. The government was scared when people started protesting, and they realised this is going to cause us a lot of trouble. But there's no opposition, is there? There's no opposition to the government.
How the hell have they been there for years? I heard them ones in Stoke had been in that hotel for years, some of them. Like, what they're doing with it? What's taking years?
It's gone insane.
Because there's not many of them. There's not many of them, man. There's that many of them, and they're still coming in every single day. No asylum.
They're not telling us the truth, mate. They're not telling us the truth. I'm not being funny, mate. In my city centre, there's an area of our city centre, and it's a huge area, and it's a city centre. You cannot walk down it in night time. You wouldn't get to the other side of the street without either getting mugged or assaulted. You just wouldn't. It's where they've housed all of these illegal immigrants. They're just blatantly robbing people, and the police won't go there. It's a no-go zone area. It's just absolutely, and yet the police don't want to know. According to them, it's not an issue. It's a managed issue. How can they fucking have a managed issue?
You looked at that one in Stoke, that big hotel in Stoke, where some of the worst stuff was, or what we seen on YouTube. And you looked round that green belt that was round it, and then there was loads of nice houses right next to it.
Look, if you watch the protests, go and watch any single video on the protests for the following Saturday and Sunday, after the Southport incident, right? The police were instructed not to take any action at the time. The police could have knocked that in the head straight away. They could have grabbed these few protesters who were rioting, but they didn't, and they just let it go on. They got stoned. You watch it, and you say to yourself, you're watching it saying, well, why aren't you nicking them people? Because they didn't want to. Because behind the police were just the press. They wanted to make this a big story. They could have knocked it in the head.
It was one of them that got 9 years. One of them who was at front of that Stoke riot, he's the one who got 9 years.
And let's be honest, if you see him and the video of him, he could have got nicked 2 hours before it. They could have.
So you see it? You see it?
Yes, of course I see it. Yeah, I've been watching it. No, looking at him.
He got done for a few things, didn't he? Through the book at him.
And rightly so. The guy was an idiot. No, and a lot of them were. But a lot of these were just young kids who got caught up in the moment. And I don't think they should be getting 3 years. I just can't. No, that's it. They're finished. Them kids are going nowhere. They're part of a system now which puts hatred into them.
Big shout to Big Billy in the chat for the first time. I think I don't. He's he knows Northern King. I've heard people talking about Big Billy. I don't know who he is though.
I've heard
You
people
know,
talking.
King.
Hang on, who talks about Big Billy?
I've heard his name get mentioned.
How does that conversation start?
The King, you know Big Billy, don't you?
Yeah, Big Billy's alright.
Is he up our way, like, or?
No, I don't know where he's from, man. Is he? He's not Scottish or from Leeds or somewhere. I don't know.
Moon's just made up. He's got someone big in his chat.
Oh yeah, I like seeing new people in. You know what I mean? Doesn't that much now? Yes, Dennis.
I'm kind of screwed. I can't remember where people's from.
Oh, he's a Rangers man. Mon the girl. Mon the girl.
They're not doing too good in the league, are they, Rangers?
I know. Well, I don't know what it is with the Rangers Celtic thing. Like, it's crazy, isn't it? Like, they're taking a bit to the extreme, don't they, Jim? Rangers and Celtic.
Yeah,
and
one of the biggest.
I've heard some of them. I've heard Rangers fans won't wear anything green. Is that right? Won't even wear green socks or trainers with a bit of green in. That's like a no-go for a Rangers fan. Madness.
Crazy, man.
We not that bad. See, Jim, there's me and King here. King's like a Geordie stroke Mackham, you know what I mean? He's one of these hybrid, like,
hybrids.
Isn't he? But, like, he's me mate on here. Like, that's what football's about.
Sunderland are smashing it so far, aren't they?
We don't have to dwell on that, like, but they are top of the league.
Bubbles going to bust soon, like, we're top of the league.
Gav B's not Rangers, isn't he? Is he Wraith Rovers? Who's the Wraith Rovers guy? The guy who goes to... Is it Wraith?
That's Gav B. He goes to Fife, doesn't he? Doesn't he go to East Fife, Gav?
No, sure it's Wraith Rovers.
He lives in a place called Kirkcaldy. Like, he doesn't mind saying that. But yeah, he's Wraith Rovers, Jimmy, right? But he also supports Rangers as well. I don't understand all that up there, Jim. I support
my Scottish team. I support. I'm a Celtic supporter, but I also support a team called Clyde.
Why?
I don't know why.
Is that Clyde or Clyde Bank? This Clyde Bank or Clyde?
I've supported them since I've been about 6.
But how come?
I think I had a Sabutio where. No, remember the Sabutio?
Oh yeah, of course I do, mate. I was brought up on Sabutio. I had the lot.
Just Clyde. Because I remember I had a Sabutio team, Sabutio, and for some reason she bought me a. It's the same as she went out and bought me. She went out to buy me my first football kit, and she come back with a Crystal Palace kit. I was the only kid in Liverpool wearing a Palace kit.
My first one was Nottingham Forest. I always remember it, man.
Who's got beat up?
Here. It was when they won the European Cup.
Fucking Crystal Palace.
I know, yeah. PP supports them.
Well, I used to go down to it on Palace.
Yeah, PP's a big football fan. Like,
remember the Crystal Palace kit where they had the 3 stripes down the shirt?
Yeah.
It's because
they were a good team back in the day, man. But Jim, as an outsider, would you say Sunderland or Middlesbrough were a bigger team? Sunderland or Middlesbrough?
Football team.
Well, probably just in general, Jim. Fuck off.
Yeah, if you go by form over the past 20 years, it'd probably be Sunderland, wouldn't it?
If you go over the full history, of both clubs, you've got to be Sunderland. Come on, Moon.
Come on, everyone's played for Borough. I know we haven't done much, but Borough.
Yeah, everyone's played for Borough. Everyone's playing up, but everyone's been like, a young prostitute, but it doesn't make it any good. You know what I mean?
They're not good, Sunderland. Like, what? you had Kevin Phillips. You were decent that season with Kev Phillips, but apart from that, you've had just all knackers now, haven't you? All knackers.
Yeah, we used to be called the banter venue club, man. We were successful. We were a big club.
But there's something wrong there now because your chairman's got money, hasn't he? And like, so you're doing something wrong. Here, let's go back to the weekend, right?
Did you see what Gav B's just asked Ice Chain? Right, what's your favourite artist? and somebody's put Salvador. Monkey on chat is fucking mad.
He loves it, man. I don't care what you say. Ice brings it. It brings it, man. He brings the people have a pop at him. He loves it, man. He'll pop all day. Yeah, what about the weekend? So at the weekend, Jim, at the weekend, right, we played Ireland, right? So was that not the Republic of Ireland? Was it the Republic of Ireland?
That's era.
And they just called them Ireland.
Yes, it wasn't Northern Ireland, it was era.
Why are they calling them? They've always been the Republic of Ireland, haven't they?
It was just Ireland, isn't it?
It's just called era or Ireland.
Well, that's changed
Not
that.
a republic anymore, Eddie.
No, do you not like change? Are you at that age where you don't like change, like Moon? Is that what it is?
I thought the Republic of Ireland had some decent players, right? I couldn't name you one player on that team. I didn't know one player for that Ireland team. I'd never heard of any of them.
I didn't watch it. Like,
I mean, did you watch the Paralympics?
You know what, mate? Not. I watched all of the proper Olympics, right? But the para, I only seen like a couple of days, and I'll be honest, it was the last weekend just gone.
I watched more of the Paralympics than I did of the proper Olympics. I was disappointed there was no boxing.
You know what, Jim? I said to my mother tonight, right, when the news come on, it showed you them all coming back, and we won 140 odd medals or something, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I said, look at this, man. We're brilliant at the Paralympics. You know what I mean? We're the best, second to China in the world.
Yeah, only China beats us, yeah.
What does that? What does that say? What do you know what I mean? What's that portrayed?
I'm not saying nothing. I'll get banned.
I'm not saying nothing either.
That's a good question. No, that's a serious question. What is it portraying? Because it doesn't. It's subliminally telling us something, isn't it? It's telling us something, isn't it?
I think you're reading too deep into it. Like,
that's what I like doing. Though.
I think
it's a good question,
I think you
man.
should do a separate live on that one.
It is weird though. That was the first thing I said when I seen how many medals we got, and like loads of goals as well.
But did you see like when we come back from these great events every 4 years and we celebrate it as a British thing? Did you see the big parade we done around London? Oh no, hang on, we didn't, because we done the Palestine march that week, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, yeah.
It's all gone.
You know what? Union Jack
just going back to some of them. Just going back to some of the highlights though, Jim, like this weekend, like they are amazing, aren't they, what they do, some of them?
Yeah, I just watched the likes of the table tennis guys. Fucking hell, man.
Did you see the weightlifting? Did you see how much they were lifting? And they had no legs. Fuck me. They had to strap them down, didn't they? They had to strap the people down because they were lifting that much.
We should all get behind Dan Riley and his support to get him a sports wheelchair. Right. Who knows, in 4 years' time, Dan Riley could be representing England or Great Britain. I don't know what in.
You were one of the nameless donators, were you, Jim? You didn't put that tenner in, did you?
I'm thinking about it. I might, I just think he deserves something. Have you seen his
Jim's not the type to put a tenner in. Jim will go the full whack and buy him a proper wheelchair.
Yeah. Have you seen the poor guy's leg? He's got a fucking leg the size of an elephant. The fucking tree fell on him.
Isn't it funny though, Jim? Isn't it funny though, Jim? How you give that 500 quid, right? And we all like laugh about it, don't we? But anyone else would get slaughtered for that, wouldn't they? You know what I mean? But
they get absolutely.
But Jim gets respect for it. You know what I mean? Jim's like, oh yeah, we all laugh about it.
Do you know? I also get hate for it. You know, I get blamed for running fighting trolls off YouTube. He's never
Do you
been
still get
I've seen some people say some things like you enabled them to get on a bender or something. I just walk me the grown man and he.
The guy went out and bought a sofa. He told me he bought a sofa.
It took you ages to get it through as well, didn't it, Jim? You had to keep trying, didn't you? And Pablo was like, no, I haven't got it yet.
No, it went through the first time. I tried 4 other times, but luckily enough, my PayPal account has a £500 max on it. Otherwise, he would have got $2,000.
I know, we were all in the chat saying, what are you fucking doing, Jim? Go. Jim was like, I've tried again. I've sent it 4 times. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I offered it to Andrew J first. He told me to fuck off and kick me off his panel.
Does everyone know that, like? I knew that, like, but I don't know if many people know that.
I went on Andrew J's and it says, I'm going to send you 500 quid. And he kicked me off his panel and told me to fuck off and never come back again.
Well, that was another classic one. King, did you follow that when he went to Tim Smith's house? Remember that?
Oh, that was classic, wasn't it? Classic
Andrew
YouTube.
J
Brilliant.
went to Tim Smith.
To live.
No.
After
Tim's, yes, Tim. Sorry, I thought you said Jim. Tim Smith. Aye.
After his bathroom caught fire, it was so funny.
I just remember. I just have this vision of Andrew J with a bottle of red wine on Tim's giving it this.
He only lasted a day, didn't he?
Fucking hell, that was mad. That like when he had to kick him out, went crazy, didn't it?
Yeah, I believe he's turned his life around now, hasn't he, Andrew J? Apparently,
when he had to, though, didn't he?
Yeah, I believe I heard he's actually now a counsellor helping alcoholics.
Did you?
Working with local community helping. So, know what I mean? Fair fucking play on.
Oh yeah, I mean, fucking hell. From what we seen of him, he was a goner, wasn't he?
Yeah, but no one's going to. No, there's always hope for everyone, isn't there? You've got a choice. At some stage, you've got to go, no, this is not me. This is not my life. If you're young enough, you can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he was probably the worst, like, drug addict, wasn't he? And he did everything on a live camera as well, didn't he?
But nowadays, what he got up to and what he done is totally, it's child's play with what goes on now on YouTube in the early hours of the morning. God's sake, nowadays it's vile, isn't it? It is absolutely fucking hell. You're scared to say hello in some of the chats.
What do you think of the general then, Jim? Like, do you think the general's straight up? Like, do you think he's here for a wind up, or is he here to do a job over?
I think he's here for a wind up, but he's playing it really. He's playing the game, you know what I mean? And he'll get the crowds in.
He's just here for a laugh, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a bit like Film Boy, isn't he? He just sits there and says fuck all and lets it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Incognito's on the panel.
Where's Incog?
He's on Generals with Gar, PP, Bad Dancer.
Let me speak.
Hey, what?
I like Incog. Shut up, Moon. Stop. Well, if you're not going to let me speak, I'm not coming on. Just
finish.
Speak, Incog. Just fucking
let
speak.
Me finish.
Moon, I'm going to jump off and come back another time here because no one's letting me finish. I tell you what, I was on Irish's panel this morning. I enjoyed it. It was a really good panel. A really good live he's on. Driving around.
I did see a bit of that, Jim. He was driving around some posh houses, wasn't he?
Yeah, there's just some good stuff, you know, but he does let sometimes YouTube get to him, and you know what I mean. I suppose he does, but he's one of them, isn't he? He's been on for a long time, and sometimes he tries to just stay out of stuff, but he gets dragged into it. He does.
I don't think Jim's seen the start of this King Deal.
The start of what, sorry?
What have I missed?
You didn't see the start of this. I had a little bit of chew with that. With Fight Irish Jim, just out of the blue, totally out of the blue.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm not going to play it again, right? Because I played it earlier on. Just something he said the other day on the live. It was out of order, like calling me slimy to the moon.
Oh.
Just rewind this back, Jim, about halfway, and you'll see it. I played the little clip.
Okay, I'll have a look at it.
Yeah, just have a look and see what you think, because I'll be interested to see what you think.
Definitely. Have you spoke to him?
Because I've got no problem with Irish. I never have. Like, he doesn't come over here, but I've never had a problem with him. No.
Right. You want to fucking speak to him, lads? You know, honest to God.
It's a little bit awkward, Jim. It's made it a little bit awkward for me.
Yeah.
But just have a listen, see what you think, and nobody's reacted to it yet. Like,
I'll have a listen to it honestly, and I'll come back and tell you at some stage. Well, your next live, what I think about
Aldi,
it.
you've got to mention in it, Aldi. You want to have a listen to it as well, mate? Because I don't know why your name was brought into it.
Sliding. I seen.
Whose name?
I seen the other day. You done it here? Didn't you do a live called Slimy to the Moon?
Yeah, that's what it was over, Jim. That was my reaction to it.
I was wondering what the fuck you were doing.
Yeah, man. I didn't make a big thing of it. I did it. I put it in the title because we were laughing about it. People over here who come in March out, we were laughing about, and I just didn't know where it had come from with him. Like, it was just totally out of order, I thought.
Yeah, you don't know what people are saying. That's the problem. You see on other panels, you just haven't got a clue, have you? Yeah, and you know that's you just don't know what people are fucking saying. You know.
I know. I honestly think he's got the wrong end of the stick, though, Jim. But I'll say no more. You have a listen to it, see what you think. Come on. But I'm not fly, Jim. I've never been fly.
Who's getting
you know what I mean?
Ice Chain said someone's getting sections. Who's getting sections?
You know what I was laughing at the most is it took somebody 3 years to come up with that one, and it's fucking quite good. Slimy to the moon. It's like, because I was like, did he mean Sly as in SLY or SLIMEY, which they're both as bad as each other. Like, no one wants to be slimy, do they, or Sly? It was funny whoever's come up with it. It was funny, but I don't know who's come up with it. That's the thing. But yeah, man. See how many's in this generals now.
You can't let stuff go to
238. When you think about it, though, Jim and King, there's not many channels that get these days that get 238 in, is there?
No, that's what I mean.
Not these days. We don't. It doesn't happen. Even Jones was only getting 200 at the most, wasn't he?
Oh yeah,
just shows you, man, what people want to watch. I don't know where they all come from, man.
Is Tunes back, or has he left completely?
Apparently he's on a ban. I don't know if King knows anything, but apparently I think he's on a 2-week ban, but it must be nearly up. And then he's going to come back.
Getting banned? He doesn't keep nothing up.
I don't think he's allowed to do lives. He's been on a few panels, but only briefly, like just jumped on a couple of late night ones.
Did you hear about
Tunes?
What did you make about the going out for a drink with Shuffling and Julian?
Mate.
What's wrong?
Mate, what can you say about that, King? What can you say about that, King? Like, it took a punch like that. He had 15 pints in him. They had him flipping wherever it was. And then he smacked him. It's his own fault.
Sniffing flower.
His own fault, Jim, innit?
Do you know what? I was going to defend him. And then I thought, nah, do you know what? This is a grown-up fucking man.
Exactly.
Must have known what he's getting himself into. And I know Shuffling says I know Shuffling says, look, we didn't set him up. But then Shuffling done that live the other morning with it might be, was he on your panel on Monks, where he turned around and says, he knew he was going to smack Tunes, because he even said, before I left the house, I even said to the kids, or to whoever, I'll see you, I mightn't see you for a bit. And I just thought, that's a bit sly. But look, I'm not defending Tunes. He needs to defend himself.
Well,
no,
did you hear what got me was Tunes. Where he hasn't spoke much about much about what happened, but what I have heard him say is that he got on well with Julian, but he just couldn't get away with Shuffling. He said all day
that was
Shuffling.
never. It was never going to happen, was it?
Just mighty, really mighty.
The two of them have said too much about each other that it could have only ended up in a punch. And the sly bit, I think, and look, Shuffling says it happened because he just had the foot. He recorded it, and I think, that should have happened offline, and it should have been finished with. Because now it's just going to continue again. If Tunes ever comes back, you're going to see more and more videos, I think. They're just sitting there waiting for him to come back with that press play button. I tell you, you'll see more of Tunes.
Did you see the video where you can only hear the punch, can you? You can only hear it, can you? And then you can apparently hear your Tunes going, that wasn't very nice.
Did you see the video where Shuffling's filmed from the couch and Tunes' feet, where he's lying on the floor? I'm thinking to myself, look, I found it at first, I just thought, that's shit. But then I just thought to myself, hang on, this is not a kid. This is a grown-up man who's gone for a drink with his enemies.
What do we believe, though?
Getting involved in it. It's happened. I don't really
What do
care.
we believe, though, Jim?
As I said, I just find it entertaining.
What do you believe, though? Do you believe that, do you believe about all the mail and all that? Do you believe that, King? That he got all that mail, his neighbour and that?
Well, no, can you remember he went on the live and he said he got three boxfuls or 3 bagfuls or something, and he said it was all fan mail, and then he said it was all fan mail with love letters and fan mail, and then he turned around and says, oh no, it was all hate, and it was all to the wrong person.
Totally right, King. And these people forget that they say that. That's what I said before about a lot of the people on YouTube. They forget what they say, but it's out there. At first, it was all fan mail. You're totally right.
What got me, Jim?
The police knocked on his door
right?
and said, "Who's Looney Tunes?"
Exactly. How convenient, right? How convenient that it was an old granny that got it, not like a big female. It had to be an old granny, didn't it?
Had to be the old granny of the road. Oh, fuck me, man. You've got to find
Jules is entertaining as well. He is entertaining, but he's an absolute plum, and he.
Yeah, he is. But I think he loves that type of controversy. I think it helps him with his bipolar or whatever he suffers from.
Yeah.
But he's, as I said, it's caring the community, isn't it? Let's be honest.
He just couldn't get his head round how nobody, how he couldn't get away with acting like that and then just getting away with it the next day. He couldn't get his head round why that wasn't okay.
The greatest live this year, 2024, I'm going to do a countdown, but so far the top of the league for the greatest live ever, and I'm still going to say this, goes to Fake Phil, live from a mental institution. I've never seen it. When I seen that, I thought he's taking the piss. Surely he's lying.
He was proud, wasn't it? It was like he was doing that wrong, wasn't it? Or
you will never. Do you know what? I've seen lives from prison, and I just thought, well, that's a bit cheeky. But the greatest one ever. I seen Garth live from hospital having a heart attack, and I thought that'll never get beat. And then the next thing, Fake Phil walked up in the mental institution. I'm thinking, fuck. And he says to everyone, tomorrow I'll be going for a walk along the coast. And I'm saying, you got a guy sitting outside your fucking door. You're going nowhere. You're going nowhere, man.
But nobody even knew why he was there, though, did they? It didn't matter, did it? No one was saying why you're there, why you're being sexual. It's like, because he seemed quite normal, didn't he?
Yeah,
He seemed
but that's
normal.
the problem. You see, it's for us on YouTube. It is normal. So no one actually said the question. Excuse me, Phil. Why are you locked up in a mental institution? Because we all thought, oh, that's normal behaviour, isn't it? It's just normal. I'm sitting there thinking the same, thinking, does anyone realise he's in a fucking mental institution?
Exactly,
Oh,
Romeo. We could understand Romeo being locked up in a mental, but not fake Phil. There was no warning of it, was there? 1 minute he's on YouTube,
No.
next minute he's being sexual. That's what I couldn't get.
It's you shouldn't laugh, but come on, if you're going to go live for a mental institution, you expect some kinds of award. If this was the BAFTAs, you'd be picking up a fucking award, definitely. They should do YouTube awards for the best lives ever. I tell you. Oh my god!
Jim, this is what you get, Jim. Look up there. Look at the screen.
You guys. That's tunes, that. That's that's.
When I thought about it, I was laughing because I was thinking it's fucking brilliant. I can't believe nobody's thought of that.
Look at the one above it, Fred G and E Talbot. Honest to God, man. Do you know, like,
420's got a new map, hasn't he?
Oh, did you see? I switched on YouTube yesterday, and 420 must have had about 70 fucking uploads, and every one of them was Jimmy and Tunes. I thought I'm switching notifications off for a bit. It was just.
Jimmy was he's been your best pal, though, Jim. Every time you've gone live, he's been the first one in your chats and that, like he's your best friend.
Man. The guy sits there with a bell, waiting for me bell to ring.
Yeah. I'm like, Jimmy's got a new friend, do you? Like, he's sticking with you, Jim.
Yeah. He keeps sending links, doesn't he? I keep saying there's no way anyone's ever going to click on your links. I asked him about the links he had for getting people's IP addresses.
Oh, it's horrible.
He says no. He says, yeah. He says no. It only give me the location that they lived in. I said, yeah, but why would you even want that? Why would you want put a link out for people to press, and it gives you they live in England, you know, or Kent or somewhere? He's a bit mad.
It's bad enough. Bad enough, like worrying about clicking on links when Jimmy's openly doing that and admitting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
who's going to ever click on a link of Jimmy?
Yeah,
GNE.
Yeah,
yeah.
He sends me them all the time on Instagram. I don't know what he's so worried about.
Oh, but he's openly putting on YouTube. He's putting on YouTube, man, admitting that they're wrong, admitting that them dodgy links where they find out where you live in that. Fuck that shit.
That's no good, is it? That's no good.
Did anyone see that clip tonight that someone's put up about Chris the Brick on that panel?
Oh, no, was it PP? To do with PP?
Yeah, it's about PP. I've shared it on my community post, mate. It's fucking disgusting. It is absolutely. I don't know what's wrong with that guy.
What did you say about PP?
Jim, we were there the first night he came on our
look
panel,
at my community. I've shared the. I don't know who put the short up, but it is absolutely. It's a clip of. It's the worst I've heard someone on YouTube.
When did this happen?
It must have happened. I think it was this morning.
I know he's been live this weekend, Chris the Brick. I've seen him a few.
Moon, it's disgraceful what he's saying. It is absolutely. It's, you know.
He's another one, Jim, who comes in here and he's all right when he comes in, but nobody likes him. But remember when he first come on Darryl's that night?
Yeah,
we were on.
Yeah.
He was brilliant, wasn't he? He was like a breath of fresh air.
He was funny. He seemed
genuine, didn't he?
But it doesn't take long to find out that he's actually he's insane, isn't he? He's another one who's been released early.
Yeah.
Fuck me, man. But what he says on that, it's the first time I don't watch his lives, but I watched that someone who I'm sub to must have put the short up because I clicked on it. Oh, it was Crossy. Crossy put the short up.
Did he?
Yeah, Crossy put this and says, "Look, I didn't really want to share this, but you need to hear it." And he's put it to. It's about PP, and it's absolutely disgraceful.
So what's made him do that? Has PP upset him or something like that?
I don't know the backstory behind it, mate, but it's just when PP sees it, I can imagine you're going to get a few lives about it. It's disgraceful what he said.
Do you get out? Do you talk to him, King, Chris?
Yeah, just the ways that I didn't really talk him away from any social media or anything, but in chats I'll pop in his chat and I'll see alright, like, but I didn't. I don't need clicks with them on that, you know what I mean? No, like that, like.
Because he was going along on his own little track, wasn't he? He's got a lot of American subscribers, and he talks about American stuff and all that. But I don't know where that came from. I don't know where this has come from.
What?
What's Jimmy's on his panel?
He has found saying some bad stuff. You what, King?
I'm just working off on that clip.
Crossy or Crossy and where else? King?
It's on
Crossy.
Jim, haven't you shared it?
I've shared it on my community. I've shared it on my community post.
I can never find anybody's channel like.
Steve, because you're not.
Steve, do you want to do a bit of work and put Jim's link in the
channel?
Put Jim's link in.
To bloody to Danny G.
And I had a sub the other day, put subscriber mode only on.
Jim, have you subbed to anyone lately this week? Do you still sub to people?
Yeah, I'm sub to 496 people.
But lately, though, are you still find a new channel that you want to sub to? Or because I don't sub to anyone, mate, to be honest. I haven't
I'm sub to. Let me get my phone here. I'll tell you some of the people I'm sub to now. They're usually mental cases or lunatics, but it's where I get my entertainment nowadays.
What about you, King? Are you still finding new channels or no?
I won't subscribe to some channels, mate. It's I subscribe to too many, like. Pardon me. It doesn't tell you on the on my phone how many I've subscribed to. On my laptop, I'm always thousands or something like.
There's Jim's in the chat, King. There's Jim's channel there.
Yeah. So Monk 2, Irish. Play it in the background here, Moon.
You want to?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, that's cool.
I think people need to hear it because it's disgraceful.
How do I play that?
Just click the link, don't you? I don't know.
I think that's just the link. Is that the link to your channel there, Aldi? Or is that which channel or that?
You got more involved in this whole scenario than I ever would do because let's be Jimmy, look at PP. He's an old nose, right? He's been raping kids for years, and he's been touching the house for that decade. Wow, Mr. Brick, not only are you a racist piece of shit, now what you just said about PP, anybody associated with you, shame on them. Absolutely disgusting. Whether you're full of whiskey or not, whether your head's gone, whether you suffer from mental health, you don't make accusations up like that. Whether you like PP or not, that's fucking out of order. I did say to myself I was going to stop doing this, clipping little bits. But when someone's coming out with shouts like that, are you the male version of Zara B? Because you two would seem to be the only people who'll go down that line of waiting. Fucking disgusting, mate.
That deserves
and no wonder people
because that was disgraceful.
Wow, yeah.
So was that it? Just like the non-shouting that, and he just calling him a
There's
nonce,
no
basically.
excuse. There's no excuse for that. What he's just called someone off this community who we know. That is distasteful.
I don't know if
Absolutely
PP's
distasteful.
reacted to that yet. Like I haven't, because I haven't. He might have said something on the general
No,
today.
Dave's in the chat. All right, Dave. Hope everybody's
Yeah,
well.
big up Dave, lad. He'll be at work in the morning. I expect.
Yeah.
It's quite late for him to be up, I think. Right, I'm going to give it 5 minutes, lads, and then I'll be wrapping this up. But this is what I like, though, and people have noticed. Like, you know, I don't get many people in the panels, but I like the quality of people I get in, and we have a good bit of banter. People notice that.
Who's
You know what I mean? King,
who's Pez having a go?
always like have King on, man. But King said the other week, right? He goes to me. You got clipped on here, didn't you, King? Someone clipped us, and he was like, "I'm not going on a panel ever again. I don't like getting clipped." And then I seen him on Shufflins or someone's with about 100 people on kicking off.
No, I think King's really good on panels when he goes on the panels. He's
No, I was on Big Bosses the other day. Like I wasn't really good on there. I kind of lost my head a little bit. Like you didn't have you there, but when I kind of lost my head a little bit. Like I always like just fuck the world eventually. Like it's because I was that you know that Ben. I was calling that Ben a helmet because he gave his address out trying to get people to doorstep him and he got his gas cut off. So I was laughing at that. And I had to get Gordon's, you know, I was a trolling, I was got mental health, so I ended up on the panel. I ended up on the panel, didn't I?
Is that what happened? Did somebody doorstep him?
He was telling people he lives with his mum. He's out in the who's not very well, right? So he gave his address out on a panel. So somebody phoned the gas board and said he had a gas leak. So the gas board come out while he was on the live and turned his gas off.
Brilliant. That.
They were calling me a troll because I was in the chat taking the mick and laughing at him. You know what I mean? It was nuts. Like it was nuts.
Fucking hell, man.
So
that's why I ended up in that panel.
Giving his address out. How long from him giving his address out with the gas man turning up? Like on the same line, yeah.
Oh, it was long. If you go on, do you know Howlerhead? If you go on Howlerhead's channel, he clipped us. Howlerhead clipped us.
Funny,
yeah, that's where I seen that on Howlers. It was funny.
He also ripped his bedroom door off, or a door on his in his house on a live and a couple of weeks later. Like he's just a helmet. The lad is a helmet.
He's definitely got mental issues. He's another one. Fucking hell, man, this list is huge.
But everyone in this corner seems to have mental issues, or that's what gets blamed. You know what I mean? They act like nothing, then blame the mental health.
But these are the high volatile people, aren't they? Let's be honest, they are literally way above the normal mental health YouTuber.
I know, but that's why a lot of people are in this because of the COVID and mental health problems. You know, it brings us all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's entertaining, though, it is, like you say. Right, lad. I'm going to call it a night.
It's been a good live. Thanks, mate, for letting me on.
Yeah, man.
Cheers,
respect,
King.
man. King.
Enjoy your night. Enjoy your night, everybody. See you in a bit.
I'll see you about right. Respect, man. Phil, you've missed a good one there. A good bit of banter, mate. Ted Loon, good to see you, Ted, mate. Respect. Get yourself in a bit more, mate. It's good to see you in the chat, Nos. Hope you're good, mate. I'm guessing you're back from your holiday now, bro. Pez, you're luckier in here, mate, from what I've been hearing and what you've been saying, mate. Not good, that. Slime Eating the Moon's been in. Steamer Geary, Gav B, Aldi. Go and have a watch back of this, Aldi. You'll see what the Slime Eating the Moon. I don't know which one I like better, though. What's worse, being sly or slimy? But when I had to think about that, I thought, fucking hell, they're both. That Hobbs is a choice, isn't it? I see. Respect. I haven't been looking at you. I haven't been reading, but I know you've been having a good time in there, and see by all the messages you put in. Like, I see he's been having a good night. Big shout to Big Billy. Big Billy was in the chat. Who else? Liam. You don't come in much now, Liam, bro. What's going on? Jamie. Mencho, Shell made a little appearance. Respect, man. I appreciate it all. And I didn't play it at the start, but I've got to play it out. You just got to love it, man. Respect everyone, man. Respect. About halfway throughout. Randy. Slim.